starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go.
Good morning, class. Say hello to Billy Madison.
Hello, Billy Madison.
You want me to take my shirt off for you?
No, thank you.
Okay, baby.
What's up? Billy Madison Show. We are live.
Hello.
All right, people are bugging me about a dumbass Nord update, so let me get this out of the way.
Okay.
All right. So, Nord said they didn't get the queen bee, but they got his cyst that is by his pancreas.
Right, that's what they were going to
So
get,
they
right?
drained it. They got to leave the queen bee in for 3 to 4 months. And then he's going to be on outpatient care for the next 3 to 4 months.
Yeah.
He should be able to go home today.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he should be able to go home today. At least that's the thing. But they're worried about sepsis coming back.
Yeah.
So they want him to take it easy for the next 3 or 4 days,
Okay.
just in case that comes back. Because he's like, man, not going to believe it, but it was so close to being in my bloodstream, it would have shut down all my organs.
That's what you said.
Yeah, he's like, if, I almost didn't go to the hospital.
Yeah, you were
Like-
you were saying that.
I was like, well, this ain't new information, brother.
Yeah.
What do you mean? That's what I told you, dumbass. I go, that's why I got you the ER. He's like,
Yeah. Luckily, I went to the ER.
yeah. He totally forgot.
I don't know
such an ungrateful
what
bastard.
came over me, but I was just like, I got to get to the ER. Luckily, I did that.
What
Otherwise,
an-
I was a goner.
What an idiot.
Yeah. No, he's...
And then I told him, like, man, that's twice we saved your life.
Yep.
He goes, all right.
All right, calm down. All right, relax.
He gets like a mad
Yeah.
when I'm like, hey, man, we saved your life. He's like, okay. I got to hear about that again?
Okay. Yeah, luckily I saved my life.
Yep. No, he's a hoot.
I had this, instinct.
Yeah. His instinct was go home and take a nap.
Yeah, that's what his instinct was.
He would have died.
Yeah,
Instead, I told him, like, you got to go to the ER, brother.
got to get to the ER.
I even gave him, like, I escorted him there.
Yeah. No, you followed him, yeah.
Forgets all that.
Of course he does.
He's a really bad friend. But anyways, he's, I don't know. He's still got some pancreas issues. They're worried about sepsis because he's like, I don't want to have to go through that again.
Yeah.
He just wants to go home. He wants to go get a Chevy Predator.
Uh-huh.
He wants to go home and sleep.
I mean, that's what he's been doing.
No, and then yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
he goes, I need a vacation. I'm like, bitch, you've had a vacation. He's like, what? I'm like, you have? You want food? They bring it to you.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you have room service.
I mean, that's one way to look at
They
it.
come in, they fluff your pillow. They even shower for you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, if you want something to drink, and he had a refreshing drink. I'm like, who brought you that drink? Huh? You've been on vacation. He starts laughing. He's like, that's on vacation. I'm like, looks pretty fun to me.
Yeah.
Look at that, bringing you everything you want.
Looks like better than any vacation he's ever been on.
Yeah.
I mean, his vacations that he's used to, it's like, him and his sisters have one Shasta
You got to share it.
and a lake, Like, that's pretty much...
Dude. Shasta. I forgot about Shasta.
he
Shasta's so white trash.
He was a big Shasta guy.
Oh,
He prefers Shasta.
do they even make Shasta anymore?
I doubt it. He's always like, man, I just want some Dr. Thunder.
Shasta soda. Yeah, you can get it on Amazon. You can get like 400 cans for $18.
Yeah. No, it's very cheap.
Oh, you brought back some white trash memories with Shasta Twist.
Yeah.
Oh, you remember Shasta Grape?
No. I was a Mountain Dew kid, so.
Okay. You ever have the Tiki Punch?
I saw it.
Okay. Oh, you never got Shasta.
No. God, no. I would never be seen like that. I couldn't recover. Couldn't be having a Shasta. Sick.
Oh man, that was the drink of the lake.
Yeah, well, that
You
was
go
just,
to a lake.
that was NARS. That was NARS beverage.
Damn, I can get this.
Mm-hmm.
50 people bought this. I'm trying to see how many cans. I can get 24 cans for $18.
Wow, prices went up on Shasta.
They did.
I mean, it's not quite, the cost of the other sodas, but still, damn.
I can get this. I can get like 4 cans for $1.25.
Yeah, I remember. I mean, you used to be able to get, I think it was like 10 cents a can or something.
Yeah, pretty cheap.
It was, I mean, I worked at a grocery store for a little bit. People would buy them by the hundreds. And it'd be like, they bring up 100 Shastas and it'd be like $10.
That's right.
So yeah, that was Nard's, that was his thing.
Was his thing. He
But
loved
him and
it.
his sisters, they would have to share one.
Yeah, well, they'd have to share a bed too.
Yeah. They'd have to, sometimes on certain dinners, there was 4, because Nard has 3 sisters. Sometimes they'd get 2 Shastas. So like half a Shasta apiece. That was a treat.
You know what I hated?
What?
That just brings back another stupid memory.
Uh-oh.
Because my mom would crack open a Pepsi, right?
Uh-huh.
And then I'd have to, can I have a sip? And
Oh,
you get like a little tiny sip.
right.
That's enough. That's enough.
No, yeah, no, I'd get my own soda.
Yeah. I hated getting a sip.
Yeah.
It was never satisfying. A sip is not satisfying.
No, I need a beverage.
It's like, could I get the whole thing?
Yeah.
You can have a sip.
On ice.
Oh, well, it has to be on ice.
Yeah.
But then my grandma, you know how you buy a bag of ice?
Uh-huh.
She'd be putting her hand in it, do
Oh,
all that,
yeah.
and then she'd put it in a cup for us.
Mhm.
And have like whatever was on grandma's hands
yeah.
was
yeah.
in the ice.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, this has got a chemical taste, grandma.
Our fridge went out like not too long ago, and we got just like a little replacement fridge, except for it doesn't have an ice maker. And so I was buying like bags of ice, and I was at the store the other day, like a week ago, and I got a couple of ice trays. And I brought them home. And I'm like, look, I got ice trays. And my chick's like, oh, that's so white trash. And I'm like, oh, yeah, like getting a bag of ice and throwing it in there is better than the ice trays. It's like, at least the ice trays look more uniformed.
I think the ice trays are a little more elegant.
They are.
I think a bag of ice is more white trash.
It's 10 times more white trash. 10 times. It's not even close. I just thought that was so funny that I'm like, this is what you think? Like, ice trays?
This person said it's cringe when families share a drink. It is. It's nasty.
Oh, man. I'll never forget the Christmas a couple of years ago, taking my chick up there, and my grandma's, she's nubbing on some pie after dinner and just gives my chick a big old spoonful right off her plate. Oh, man, I thought my chick was going to throw up.
I'm going to throw up. I'm having secondhand throw
I
up
thought
thoughts.
my chick wanted to cry.
I would cry. With her grandma fingers, and she's just taking a piece off of her pie.
Yeah, and here you go, and like feeds her. I never seen my grandma do that before. I think my grandma's losing her mind a bit.
Hey, why ain't just have some of this that I've been nibbling on?
My grandma was never. She did. That was not her behavior before. Like she's acted funny.
I also don't like when food is forced on me.
Yeah. Yeah, and then it's like, instead of just like, you want something, it's like, no, come on.
I don't like that.
Come on, you're going to eat.
I don't like that pressure.
Yeah.
Oh, you got to try it. You got to try it. Just try it. And then they put it on your plate and ruin the whole plate.
Right.
Ugh.
They think that they're like doing some kind of like nice thing.
No, you're actually doing the worst thing
Right.
possible.
You're being.
I never want to go to that home again.
Ever. Ever. Like, yeah. Billy acted like he didn't want any of this, casserole. I made him take some anyway. He loved it.
No means no.
Yeah. Peer pressure.
It is.
Mm-hmm. And everybody's like waiting for you, like, take a bite.
Yeah. What do you think? What do you think?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, then I want to play this lady.
My choice! My choice! My choice!
Just scream in their face. My choice!
My choice! Oh, man.
That's what I want to do.
Yeah. This is why I avoid families.
Yeah. Family stuff can be a little rowdy.
It can.
Are you not going to try it? And then they're all insulted.
Right.
I don't remember making the agreement that if I come over here, I got to try it.
Yeah. Your food sucks.
I don't know. It's just always better at a restaurant.
Yep. Well, especially because, you
'Cause
know.
that's what they do for a living.
Yeah.
So, of course, it's going to be yummier.
Well, and it's like, you know, you've been on the road for a while now. Like, you don't eat that family's food quite often.
No, I don't.
So you don't know it.
I don't know it.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't raised on it.
Nope. Now you just want me to like it out of nowhere? That's tough. Tough thing to do.
Because I never, and I got, luckily, it was very nice because I got confirmation because, you know, I was telling my wife, I was like, hey, I didn't eat a lot as a kid. That's probably why I don't, you know, really like food that much is because grandma would always ash or phlegm in the food.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't eat it. My grandma would have the longest Pall Mall ash. And then I would watch it drop in whatever she was making.
Yeah.
Because she was a little bit
She just
hammered a lot.
mixes it in.
Just mixes it in. And I'm like, oh, that can't be good.
Mm-mm. Probably not a big deal, but.
And I'll be like, Grandma, you just ashed in it. She's like, no, I didn't.
No, it ain't gonna hurt you.
Just eat it. Ugh.
Anytime something would be, there was a fly on this. I won't hurt you.
Won't hurt ya.
Make you big and strong.
That's right.
That's what my grandma would say.
Yeah, keep you from getting sick.
Right.
I think it's going to make me sick, Grandma.
Oh, yeah, Grandma. Turns out.
Turns out it makes
this
me
is
sick.
bad for me.
And then her dumb ass would put butter on everything, like an inch of butter.
I don't hate that.
Oh, on a peanut butter sandwich?
I mean, I've never had it, but
Okay, you want
butter's great.
Okay, so you want a nice BLT? She would
Yeah.
put butter on both sides of the Wonder Bread. Ruin the whole thing.
I mean, yeah, I've never heard of that.
And then
pretty
you're
funny.
like, I don't need butter on a peanut butter sandwich.
Yeah, I've definitely never heard of
I'm
that.
surprised I didn't have heart disease at 6.
I mean, butter does usually make things better, but
Not that.
yeah, I'm sure.
You want to hear something else nasty?
What?
So my grandma, you know, because like getting buns for like hamburger buns that fit the hamburger,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was something special, and that's only when my uncles would come over because they would bring them.
Yeah,
But I always
because
had,
they would bring them. They had
I-
to bring their own.
yeah, because they knew.
They knew, oh, this lady's gonna try to give us bread.
Yeah, and so I always had bread, but my grandma would put butter on the bread and then give me a hamburger with butter. It was so nasty. Oh, she was so gross when it came to food.
Oh man, I mean, I love butter, but damn,
I remember she almost sent
she
me into
must
the
have went through
hospital.
so much of it.
Oh, so much butter all the time.
Yeah, just
Sticks of it,
amounts
sticks
of
of it. We
butter.
must have had 48 sticks in it all the time.
Oh God.
And then I remember for every St. Patrick's Day, because she was a little, you know, short Irish lady,
Mm-hmm.
she would dye all the food green.
Yeah, of
And then
course.
she would turn them into hot dog people. So the hot dog is green,
Yeah.
and then it would turn into people. There'd be olives on it and all this stuff. Look, it's a hot dog person. It's a hot dog leprechaun.
Sounds hilarious.
Like, oh, I remember just getting violently ill from all the food coloring I consumed.
Turns out this stuff's like super bad for us.
Super bad,
Yeah.
right? They're trying to get rid of it, and it's like, man,
No,
he
they're
was
making it, like, illegal, right?
projectile vomiting. I missed probably 2 days of school.
It's all green hot dog man.
green bread,
Yeah. No, I mean you're not lying.
green
she,
mac and
she
cheese.
would die everything.
Everything was green.
That's funny.
Thought it was hilarious.
Right.
I don't know what's wrong with them.
Yeah. That just grosses me out. It just makes me think back to when they had like green mustard and green ketchup.
Gross.
And it was just like, oh my God, that might have been the worst idea I've ever seen from a food company ever.
And then you get a plate and it's a hot dog person.
Mhm.
It's like almost cannibalism.
Right. It's like this little person.
So now I'm supposed to chop up this person
Yeah.
like Jeffrey Dahmer.
I don't like that.
I hated it.
I hate killing.
That's what you know how people get money and they buy toys?
Mm-hmm.
I'd buy food.
Yeah, you were like, I'm starving.
I can't wait to go to
I
Burger
can't get
King.
a cap gun. I need a Burger King.
Yeah, I need a Burger King.
Oh, man, that sucks.
I got verification because I used to, instead of, you know, buying toys, I would buy food, but I
Mhm.
would just cut, my buddy would, whatever, John, and get like a cap gun, like you said,
Yep.
and I would just cut the plastic out and then make my own gun out of the plastic shape that the gun was in.
Yeah, you're a creative little bastard. That's for sure.
Yeah. Hungry, too.
Yeah, hungry. Which is surprisingly, you were so creative because you were starving.
I was so hungry.
You
remember
would think
being
your
so-
brain wouldn't be working that good.
I just remember being so hungry as a kid. All right, the dangerous act that can go from fun to deadly. We'll get to that. This person added what they called the perfect affair, perfect cheating, plus a whole lot more in that $1,000 in less than 45 minutes. Hang on.
back to the Billy Madison Show.
$1,000 in about 38 minutes. I have the Queen on today, too, if you got a divorce question. Man, kind of haunted me yesterday, that story we read from that woman that was like, all my married friends cheat.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that lady? She was like, you know what? They're all signing up. They're all just cheating. They're all just bleeping bleeps.
Sure.
That's terrifying. Right? You go into a marriage, you're like, you know what? You feel a little bit like a sucker because, you know what I mean? You're like, all right, this is it. This is all. This is my life. And then you get married, and you're like, all right, I'm going to take care of this one person. Right? Even though society and everybody's been like, don't get married.
Yeah.
But you're like, I'm going to do it anyways. So you do it.
Yeah.
And it's just a wing and a prayer that you're like, okay, I hope they still like me in 5, 10, 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
Hope they don't leave me.
You hope.
I hope all this hard work, right? Slaving away, going to work every day, paying bills.
I
hope they
this,
appreciate it. Hope it pays off. Hope we can be together forever.
That is all you could do, though, is hope.
I mean, that's all you do.
I mean, I guess some would say you could work at it, and I do agree. I mean,
sure.
A lot of times you get out of something that whatever you put into it.
Yeah.
And that includes marriage. Don't get me wrong. It's like, of course, there's exceptions to everything, you know. Sometimes you work really hard at it, you get nothing out of it. I'm just saying. Marriage is not easy. You've heard that because it's true.
Obviously.
That's why everybody literally says it. It's like, oh my God, it's so annoying to hear that. Like, marriage is a lot of work, but it's because it is.
It can be. It can be a lot of work.
Well, it's just something that you have to really you have to focus on.
You can't be selfish.
You can't.
You have to think of your partner.
Right.
Right? You can't just
sometimes when you look at your partner, you're like, how am I going to think about them?
Yeah.
They suck.
Yeah. Maybe you feel like you're not getting, maybe something out of the deal or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, this woman yesterday was talking about how just every woman she knows is just cheating. All these wives are just all cheating. It all comes down to the big orgasm gap. Their husband doesn't do it for them. They want to cheat with women because they're bisexual as well. They want to try out women. They never got to try out women in their 20s, so now they're in their 30s and 40s, and they want to try a woman. So they're all cheating.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this woman says, my perfect affair for 6 glorious years, I followed these 5 rules for not getting caught. My partner and his wife still have no idea.
I mean, the fact that she's got away with it for so long.
Yeah.
That's
Before
impressive.
you judge me,
that's a long
it was
time.
never my intention to become the other woman.
Mm-hmm.
I was simply having fun. Bored in my marriage.
Yeah.
Why do they always get so bored?
I don't know. Well, because it does get boring.
Got too much
People
time
have a hard
on your
time
hands.
living. Yeah. People just think that their lives are just supposed to be filled with nothing but excitement and laughter.
You know what? You know why Grandma didn't get bored? She's
What?
too busy swatting laundry with a broom.
Right. Yeah. She had stuff to do.
She had so much to do.
Don't kid yourselves. People got stuff to do now. They just don't do it.
I mean, you think about that. They had to prepare 3 meals. They had to get after all those kids.
Mm-hmm.
They had to swat laundry, wash laundry, sweep the porch,
Yeah.
get everything, maybe milk a cow. They had to go out to the barn to get milk.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, I want a potato. I got to pull it out of the ground. They had to do work, right? They didn't have time to be bored with their man. But now you see all these shows, right? And all the shows are like, you're bored with your man. She's like, I am.
You're right. I am. I hate my man. My man sucks.
My man's so stupid.
Yeah.
Because all the shows, right, they portray the dude as just a bumbling idiot.
They did, yeah. Luckily, those shows are, dead.
I feel like they still do.
Do they still do those shows?
Yeah, but this woman, she was giving out all the tips. A cheater's guide to never getting caught. Do you want to hear the top 6 tips from this woman that's been cheating on her husband?
Yeah.
All right. So we only, used one platform to chat. So they didn't chat on multiple platforms. They used one platform. Just stuck to that one.
Sure.
So that's cheater tip number 1.
Yeah. Don't spread yourself out on over all
No.
these things. Yeah, that's smart.
They said, now, number 2, her tip. This is for the women out there that want to cheat.
Mm-hmm.
She says they didn't take any photos of each other and avoided posting anything on social media.
Of course. Yeah, that'd be dumb as hell. If you're posting on social media while you're like the side piece.
Yeah.
I mean, you're really asking for it.
She would wear the same perfume as that man's wife.
Yeah, that's really
and
smart.
and he would wear the same cologne as that woman's husband.
Well, wives are really, observant, and their smells are,
Right.
their noses, they're bloodhounds.
Pull the layers back of that onion. They had so much forward thinking. They're like, all right, what kind of cologne and perfume do each of our spouses wear? All right, that's what, while we're having this affair, that's all we're going to wear. And if they change it up, so it went down to deodorant,
Mm-hmm.
perfume, the same, like all the same products.
Yeah.
They would use all the same products, and that way nobody would discover, oh, wait a second, there's a weird scent.
Yeah. I mean, people go to extreme lengths to cheat. That's just a long time, though.
She would be
figure it
very
out. 6
careful.
years?
She would not keep anything in her pockets that could possibly fall out when she would ride in his car.
Oh, man. Receipts will get you.
Right. So there was nothing in her pockets.
Mm-hmm.
She would have the bare minimum.
Okay. This is not a bad guide, honestly.
I mean, if you're going to cheat, this is actually pretty fantastic.
Yeah.
If you want to cheat, this is some good information.
So far, all these things are logical.
So another thing is, they would only use their work credit card if they had a work credit card, or cash only. They would never, ever pay for anything without cash or using a work credit card,
Mm-hmm.
so that their partner would never see anything pull up on a statement that could be suspect.
Yeah.
They both made sure that Find My tracking on our phones were turned off. Sharing locations and all that stuff.
See, that the good thing here was for her is that she was with a man who was married.
Yeah.
So they both have equal something to lose.
And here's another thing. She said a tip that so many people fail. She never, ever, because they'd be like, would you like a receipt? She would always say no.
So she never runs into the receipt problem.
No,
Yeah.
she would never put her paws on a receipt for anything.
Yeah.
If she ate at a restaurant, they would leave the receipt at the restaurant. Anything that they purchase, any hotels or anything, they would not want a receipt.
Receipts still bust my ass to this day.
Or they would give, if they're like, hey, they would use a fake email address
Right.
and then just have them send the receipt to that email address.
Mm-hmm. I still, like my chick, whenever she gets into my truck, that's the first thing she does. Go through like the center console looking for receipts, looking to see what I bought, where I've been.
Man,
Oh, I always get busted. Not for cheating, but just for buying stuff that I said I didn't buy.
that's funny.
Or saying the way wrong price on something.
Right.
I'm like, oh man, I got this for $10 and it was like $100.
So this is are you the other woman? So this woman
No.
shares the signs that could indicate you're the other woman.
Okay.
You know, he's secretive. His schedule's odd.
Mm-hmm.
His emotions are all over the place.
Yeah.
He acts like you're invisible. I mean, are there really women out there that like, I have no idea that I'm the other woman?
Surprisingly, I think there are. I really do.
Jeez.
And they had no idea.
How dumb is that?
I was watching some like 9/11 thing the other day where there was this woman. The guy obviously died because he died in 9/11, but apparently she was the other woman for like the whole time. And she didn't know it until after he died.
Wow.
He was like married and stuff. And they've been going out for like 2 or 3 years. She thought she was basically the wife until the wife showed up. And the wife's like, no, we'll take his remains. I'm his wife. What are you
That's
talking?
interesting.
Who are you?
Yeah.
And she's like, I had no idea I was the other woman.
Oh, that'll suck.
Yeah. But sometimes that happens. Like some guys are really committed to that, that lifestyle.
That seems so. I work too much.
Yeah.
I'm too sleepy.
My ex-wife, her dad, he used to be like a long haul trucker until he killed somebody. And for 6 years, he had a whole nother family and like 2 states away.
Who did?
My ex-wife's dad.
No way.
Yeah. Yep. Finally, I don't know what happened, but
Well,
finally.
you said he killed somebody.
No, well, I was saying I think after he killed somebody, he got taken off. He had to go live with like one of his families, and he was, living with my wife's mom, like that family. He chose that family until the other woman called and was like tracking him down, because all of a sudden this guy just disappeared.
Just disappeared off the map. She probably called the cops.
Right? Yeah, no, he was like a missing person. No, it turns out he was just with his first family.
Oh man. Well, at least he picked the first family.
Yeah, well, but that
You could have said if you
that
had
didn't
first,
work out
last.
because he got kicked out
Yeah, I bet.
because some women they don't like it
I doubt it.
when it's like, oh, you have a whole nother family. They get the ick. That's one of those things that gives them the
It
ick.
seems like it would be kind of stressful.
Yeah.
So have you been faking orgasms for years? This is for the ladies and struggling in the bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
So these ladies are like, hey, check this out. So you've been faking it and all that. They say they're experts in this, and they say the secret to not having to do that is to truly turn yourself on. In the morning, you should be doing everything to turn yourself on, and it starts with waking up.
Mm.
So you should be turning yourself on all day.
Yeah.
Because what happens is most marriages have what they call a desire gap. A growing number of women, have what they call a desire gap marriage. That means that the husband wants to do it. The wife will do it, but she's not really that interested, right? Her desire's down.
Mm-hmm.
These women aren't just struggling physically, but they're questioning their right to ask for pleasure at all.
Do I have the right?
Yeah, it's
Ask
not just
for
about
pleasure.
libido, it's about disconnection.
Yeah.
I think, one thing that kind of disconnects as couples grow older is
What?
the dude never matures,
Yeah.
right?
That's
so
fair.
he never matures, but she gets older and more mature.
Yep.
So the things that she thought were funny and cute that he used to do before
Mm-hmm.
are now annoying because she's older, but he's still immature because we never grow up,
That's
we don't-
That's facts.
right?
It's facts.
That's got to be it.
Oh, it's 100% it.
So she's like, oh, all these things that were super cute and fun,
Mhm.
now she's just annoyed.
Yeah, I think sometimes my chick is a little surprised about how, still how immature I really am, and I'm just like, oh, when's that change? I don't think it ever changes.
Derek, if you go into like one of the, like in this one room,
Mm-hmm.
it's right next to the kitchen.
Yeah.
There's a transformer there.
Right.
If you go in this other one, I got like statues and, just stupid stuff. Star Wars action figures.
Yeah, I know how your house is
Yeah.
decorated. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always been like that.
Luckily, my wife doesn't care.
Right.
But damn, I could imagine someone would be like, no, you're not putting these posters up.
Yeah, you found the right whiff, that's for
Yeah.
sure.
Because I imagine the majority of whiffs would not be cool with that. They would whiff the house into what they wanted.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure. I'm sure people are like, wow, beautiful home. And they walk in and they're like, what have you done? Why would you do this?
I'm surprised none of her friends are like, how do you live with these statues and stupid stuff?
Oh, that's because they probably know. It's like, yeah, don't cross my hubby.
Yeah.
They probably think it to themselves, but they know not to say it.
Wow, he's got a transformer. You eat here.
Yeah.
I just got this robot that just runs around the house all day.
Mm-hmm.
Has to hate it. But yeah, they're calling it the desire gap.
Okay.
That makes more sense. I know that there's an orgasm gap, but I bet you the majority of couples, there's a desire gap. And I know your woman, she might do it, But
yeah, but the majority of couples,
yeah, where the dude wants
there
to do it all the
definitely
time.
is a gap.
And I think what happens then, so the dude kind of senses she's not really into it.
Uh-huh.
He starts to lose interest.
Yeah, I agree.
Because I think the man's as interested in the sexual part of a relationship as the woman. He vibes off of her enthusiasm.
I
And if
100%
she
agree.
doesn't have that much enthusiasm, he loses his enthusiasm.
Facts.
What's up, Emilio?
Hey, what's going on, Bill?
What's up, dog?
Hey, man. I'm like you, man. My whole house, when you walk into my house, it's covered in action figures and posters. My whole living room, down the hallway to my bedroom.
Yeah.
My wife lets me have all that stuff. All
That's
my
cool. Well, you got a cool wife.
That is cool that because I never would think wives would let their husband. I mean, you got the man cave and stuff, but these wives are letting their husbands decorate the house
yeah,
like
bleeds
that.
out. And she's like, I have nowhere to put live, love, laugh.
Yeah, right. Because their decorations mean nothing to them.
And that's what I have overflow in the garage still. So I'm like, you name it, I have it.
Yeah.
I have everything.
Yeah, that's cool.
And I got big boobies at home.
And your wife has big boobs.
I'm surprised that you get to do all that and she has
Emilio
big
hit
boobs.
the jackpot of all jackpots.
Yes, sir.
All right, well, thank
I
you.
love that for you, buddy.
That's right.
We do have a lot of guys that call in that are like happily married.
Yeah, because I don't think marriage is that tough. I think people.
Oh, it's the hardest thing in the world.
I
Billy.
think marriage is tough when
There's
two
nothing
people
harder.
don't have anything in common,
Yeah.
and then they just butt heads all the time.
Mm-hmm. I mean, how do you have stuff in common with a girl? Like, that's tough.
I don't know. Me and my wife, we like Lord of the Rings.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I could never have that
She
happen.
probably loves Disney more than I do.
Yeah.
Going on the rides and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, you just got to find your match.
Yeah, you do.
And that's the tough part, though. I think
Mhm.
that's the hardest part. The hardest part of marriage,
Finding your match.
finding your match.
Yep.
But once you do, I
Because all
think
my
it's pretty
matches
easy,
are ugly. And so I don't like that.
right? She chews tobacco.
Yeah.
Likes
That's
to
my
gamble.
match. That's who I should be with. And
Likes
I'm just
to
like,
golf.
no. I won't do it.
But she's built like Minecraft.
Mm-hmm. But you know what? She can talk to me about football and everything else.
Right.
Like, no thanks. No thanks. I'll stick to my dumb ass. Why?
Yeah, but you need a whiff that's like, I can't wait for football season so I can sleep.
Yeah, I never had that happen.
Because she can't wait. The sound puts her to sleep immediately.
Right.
She goes,
My chick started getting the sweats because the schedule came out. And she's like, wait, is that close? I'm like, no, it's like months away. Like, oh my God. Thank God.
Football starts at noon. That's when she goes to sleep. And then
Yeah.
I wake her up about 6. She's up for an hour till football starts again.
Yeah. Yeah, the schedule release had my chick panicking.
Oh, it's so fun.
Sorry, I thought that just ended. Is it almost back again?
What do they call it? It's like a widow season or something.
Something like that, yeah.
Where
Mhm.
they lose their man for, it's 5 months out of the year. Jeez.
Yeah.
Give it a break.
It's a long time.
You got a whole 7 months to do all the dumb stuff
I mean,
that
you
you
do
wanted
have
to do.
more months without football
Yeah.
than you do with. So that's fair.
It is fair. It's damn well fair.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see here. What's coming up on the program? Let's see here. Oh, husband in a doghouse after revealing the most attractive outfit a woman could wear.
Okay.
So I got that. And I also have man wrongly arrested for a second time over misspelling his name. He's just stupid.
Oh, that would piss me off.
He's just a dumbass.
In fact, that happened twice.
Twice.
Oh.
All right, I got to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Back to the Billy Madison Show. 1-855-FU-BILLY.
Howdy. Coming up on the show, never answer these common questions women ask their partners. You're never supposed to answer these questions. I'm going to teach you how to answer certain questions that women ask. Like, do I look fat in this? How to properly answer that one.
I would love to know the answer.
Do you think she's prettier than me? How do you properly answer that one? And notice anything different about me? How do you answer that one?
That's good. That's good info.
I got to tell you, what celebrity says that the earth is shaped like a triangle?
Okay.
Oh, I think that's a misprint. I think it's supposed to say rectangle.
Yeah,
Also-
triangle's pretty damn dumb.
That would be so stupid.
Yeah. I mean, a rectangle's dumb too, but it makes more sense.
Yeah, triangle.
Triangle's wild.
Asking for backdoor is a red flag.
Okay.
Woman threatens to kill somebody's dog. We have crowned. Like, where in the whole big ass earth do you find the biggest cheaters for women? They didn't come out with dude list. Apologize. So this is just strictly for the ladies. So which women on which part of the earth cheat the most? They have that. So I'll get to that. Let me see here. So this man was wrongly arrested for a second time over misspelling of his name.
Okay.
You don't know how to spell your name? Or maybe they didn't know how to spell his name. So I guess his name is Mark, right? But they entered it M-A-R-K instead of M-A-R-C. And so they kept doing that, and then they find out this dude's got like all these offenses. And he's like, that's not me. It's all because they keep spelling his name wrong when they pull him over.
Oh, that would suck. He's like, no, I swear to God, that's not me. They're like, yeah, right, pal.
All right. Your name's Mark, right?
Yeah. I'm sure it's not you. Tell it to the judge.
The officer saw a photo of the man attached to the other Mark's outstanding warrant. He was arrested a second time and detained in lockup. The man told officers this was the second time he's been wrongfully detained over the incorrect spelling of his name. I would sue.
Yeah. Especially that it's happened twice. Like
Police conducted a
once-
criminal investigation into the first incident, found that there was insufficient evidence to lay charges. He's like, no, you just spelt my name wrong, stupid. Second time, they spelt his name wrong.
Right.
Got arrested.
They're never going to believe him until obviously now. He's proved it.
That's right. These kids, this little dude, kindergartner, handed out Jell-O shots to classmates.
I mean, that's kindergarten.
The Greater Johnstown School District alerted parents that a kindergartner was passing out alcoholic Jell-O shots to 3 classmates, and those students had to be taken to the hospital. Police say they're investigating how the student got a hold of the Jell-O shots in the first place.
Oh, duh. He got them from his mom.
Yeah, duh. He didn't make them himself.
Dad doesn't make Jell-O shots.
Yeah. He's in kindergarten.
What dude makes Jell-O shots?
I've never seen a dude make Jell-O anything.
Isn't that a girl thing? Am I wrong?
I mean, who knows nowadays?
There are dudes out there that make Jell-O shots. The only time you make,
I don't know.
Have you ever I don't know, you and your buddies are gonna hang out, you're gonna watch some football,
Yeah.
and then you break out the Jell-O shots, and it's just you and the homies.
I've never seen that. At least at a home where there wasn't women.
Right. There's not a woman in sight, and you're just like, hey, you guys want to do some Jell-O shots?
Mm-hmm.
You'd be like, all right, this dude wants to take advantage of us.
Yeah, you would be.
He's turning this into a sexual event.
Right. He made Jell-O shots. That'd be so alarming.
Yeah, that'd be a big red flag.
Oh, absolutely.
I would run.
No doubt about it.
Hey guys,
Jell-O shots.
you guys want to try the Jell-O shots while we watch the big game?
Yeah.
Are ladies coming here? No, it's just us dudes.
Yeah. Especially after the whole thing with Cosby. I mean, it just lines up perfectly.
No way. Jell-O shots are ladies.
Yeah, I've never seen anyone besides a woman.
So
make
it
Jell-O shots.
had to be mom, right? Mom's like, Jell-O shots.
I mean, I would say that's a pretty educated, fair guess.
So any dudes out there, Jell-O shots? Chat.
Yeah.
Nope. They're saying nope.
Nope.
No Jello shots.
No.
So that has to be a mom thing. Must have grabbed it out of there. Maybe thought they were just Jello. You know, Jello pudding. Let's get it in. What a nice friend. He's like, I'm going to bring some for the homies today.
I'm going to bring some for the homies today. There.
Right. I'm going to show them
Fellow
a good friend.
kindergartners.
Yeah. I've had a pretty good kindergarten year.
Yeah.
You know,
Let's celebrate.
Let's celebrate with the homies with some Jello.
Let's blow some steam off.
All the kids get hammered because there's alcohol in there.
Parents are like, God, they're so quiet.
And these kids are like, this is the best.
Mm-hmm.
Love the end of the school year.
Just blast it out of their minds.
This person says,
first grader brings Jello, or kindergartner brings Jello shots.
It says here, Jello shots are a Cowboy fans thing.
I mean, I'd be lying if I said I didn't pass tailgates where they're doing Jello shots.
My bitch-ass neighbor makes them, and he's like a girl.
All right. Damn, he's got beef with his neighbor.
Yeah, it says, no, Jello shots are definitely for women.
Yeah, that's always been...
Or if you're a dude and you make them, it's because women are coming over.
Yeah, I mean, like, of course guys take Jello shots, but it's with girls, and they mainly are for girls.
Yeah.
Although, man, Jello shots, like, they'll sneakily, like, get you hammered.
Well, yeah, obviously these little kindergartners were
Yeah, obviously
trash.
they are. I'm talking about adults. Like, yeah, of course. The kindergartners are going to get way hammered. They're just little babies.
Creepy neighbor always drinking some fruity-ass girl drinks and trying to offer them to all the wives and try to hit on them.
Yeah, okay, see, that's... I was going to defend the guy for a moment until, he brought up that last part. Always, like, giving them to girls and hitting on them. That's dirty. But, I mean, everybody knows those guys that...
I wouldn't trust a Jello shot from a dude. I don't know what's in it.
I'll never forget the time we went to TGI Fridays. It was years ago. And Nard ordered a drink. I remember the drink to this day. It was called a June Bug. And it was the biggest, fruitiest drink you'd ever seen in your life.
Had so much fruit in it.
And, I mean, Billy probably hammered Nard on the air for 5 straight years about it. I mean, I remember what the hell the drink was called because it stood out so much.
What dude orders a June
Nard's like, yeah,
Bug?
I'll take a June Bug. You could just see Billy be like, what?
What's that?
What the hell? Yeah. And then when it came out, and it was so, like, colorful and festive. Oh, man. Yeah, you never let that down when you order girl drinks.
So, like Goldilocks, a nude intruder found sleeping in the bed of this home after ransacking it. And I guess they tried one bed, they didn't like it. They tried another bed, didn't like it. Then they found a bed that was just right, and they laid in it, fell asleep naked.
I mean, that is exactly Goldilocks, almost.
It is.
Not really.
Man, this
naked
would be...
part.
Imagine going to... You're gonna get a massage, right? You know how you like the male massage better?
I mean, yeah, it is better.
All right, well, this dude was giving out male massages, but he got a little too frisky. He got down by the balls, got by the kibble and the bits.
Right.
5 men alleged that this massage business owner sexually assaulted him.
That's where you're supposed to be, right?
Ugh, no.
Down by the kibbles and the bits?
Oh, I got this crazy Uber driver that was pointing a gun at a passenger. I got that. And then I also have $1,000 to give to you next.
1-855-FU-BILLY. Back to the Billy Madison Show. The Billy Madison Show.
What's up? Billy Madison Show. Another shot at $1,000. Give us 2 hours. The Queen will be on today.
Awesome.
Your chance to fart on somebody. Mudvayne and Static X tickets to give away as well. Pretty cool.
I'd say so.
I'll get to the audio of this Uber driver that pulled a gun on a passenger. That's pretty wild.
Yeah.
So, all right, I'm going to do this before you do it to me, I guess. So this husband is in the doghouse after revealing the most attractive outfit a woman could wear. And people are like, man, you must watch a lot of porn. A husband recently shared the type of dress men supposedly love on a woman, and it caused quite a stir. It's a debatable topic for sure, right? What kind of dress do men like on women?
Yeah.
And
that is definitely debatable.
Yeah, it is debatable, right?
I agree. Highly debatable.
So what kind of dress do you think a man likes on a woman? This is what the dude said. The dude said, men like slutty attire if the woman is hot. Guys who say otherwise are idiots.
I mean, yeah, we do, definitely. Just not usually on our wives.
All right, so so women like these dresses, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're like almost like a princess dress, like a Cinderella or a 1950s, like a ballroom dress, like these dresses, right?
Yeah.
They do nothing for me. I don't know about you guys. But
No.
Does this do anything for you?
Nope.
I don't know if you can see it in the chat.
But
right
yeah,
there.
ballroom dress. I mean, that's
ballroom dress, right? You're not thinking, wow, hot.
Stunning. Not at all.
No. Not even a little bit.
Not one bit.
This woman was like, these are the kind of dresses that are actually attractive to men because they accentuate the hip to waist ratio while being classy and elegant. They are just sexy enough to be attractive and flattering, not crass or cheap. And this dude pipes up. He's like, nah, we like slutty attire. If the woman's hot.
I mean, even if she's not, we tend to like it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you don't want an ugly woman in a ball gown.
So she asked her husband, send me a dress that you found attractive. And this is what she received. It's a latex, completely form-fitting dress. It looks
like,
nothing,
right,
nothing like a ballroom dress. Yeah.
And he's like, thank God. Wear this. You look hot. It's the sluttiest thing I've ever seen.
It's so dirty.
Yeah. It's a dress made out of latex.
So all these women are like, I would divorce him. He doesn't love you. Since that was his favorite dress, he must watch a lot of porn.
Yeah, I mean, that definitely, she's probably not far off. If we're being just honest about, her assessment of the situation.
I mean, what is the hottest thing that a woman can wear?
Man, God.
It's got to be a bikini. Right? I mean, if you're talking about stuff that you can wear in public, I'm not talking about hottest things you can wear at home is like nothing.
I mean, yeah, bikini you're probably right. Yeah,
but what is the hottest thing that she can wear in public?
I'm trying to think.
Even that dress that dude showed,
yeah,
I don't like it.
Lately, I've been seeing a lot of TikToks of like girls going to baseball games, and they look so hot in baseball jerseys.
This person says, Billy is such a little bitch.
I think we all are, sir.
Yeah.
All right.
What do you mean? You got to have some context to that.
No, there's no context.
You can't just say that. Like, what comment did I make that makes me a little bitch? Because I make so many comments that make me a little bitch.
Right. He critiques dresses. Is that what it was?
Yeah. I don't know. Corsets.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Nude paint. I mean, you can't really wear that. I'm talking about scrubs. Okay, there you go. Finally got an answer. Scrubs.
Yeah, scrubs, yeah.
Okay, scrubs. Is that the hottest thing a woman can wear in public? You can also call in.
I wouldn't put it up there with the hottest. Girls can look hot in scrubs. Yeah, definitely. But to put it number one, I mean, you'd have to put something with that shows cleavage.
Crystal saying, Billy looking for a girl in a Disney princess dress. I don't think they're hot.
Yeah.
Sundress, it's like, it's all right. It just reminds me of country music.
Mm-hmm. It reminds me of how stupid people are.
Tight thigh-high dress. Mini shorts and mini skirts.
Huh.
Scrubs. Booty shorts.
Booty shorts pretty hot.
Yeah.
Jeff says scrubs are not hot.
There are definitely a group of people out there that push back on the scrubs, being an attractive look.
Everything depends on the woman.
Sure.
Yeah, that's true. But let's just generalize. Can we just generalize? Can we group them all together here? I got our pick and pull hotline open too. 1-855-FU-Billy. Big T-shirt and panties. You can't wear that to the store, sir.
Man, I guess you could.
A singlet that you wear to the gym. Almost like a leotard.
Oh, man. People rocking the singlets. That's wild.
Spandex. I don't like that either.
Mm-hmm.
I
like the pants that they've been wearing where it's just like it goes all the way into the crack.
I think, call me weird, but they show so much now. It's almost like you want the opposite. You almost find the girl that's not showing everything.
Not at all.
That's more flattering.
Not a chance. Lies.
Yeah.
Lies. It's like
pajamas, this person said.
It's like these pants. I don't know what kind they are, but you know what I'm saying, where it goes in the whole crack.
I don't like that.
Like you see,
it goes in the crack like toilet paper. I don't like it.
Yeah.
They're like very form-fitting. Smelly.
Oh yeah, they're in the crack. They're worse. They're up there more than toilet paper.
Yeah.
You tell me that doesn't stink?
That or not, but it's like those pants.
Yoga pants, people like those.
They're like yoga pants, except for they turned it up a notch.
I don't know. Everybody's wearing yoga pants, so now it's just, I don't know. It's kind of stupid.
Yeah, but it's like really in the crack there.
And not everybody should be wearing them.
Tied up baseball jersey showing some stomach.
I like those pants. The baseball jersey look has been super hot, though.
See, but that's a conservative look. She's not showing everything off.
Except for they got, the pigtails and...
We got the baseball cap on.
Yeah, it's hot.
What's up, Brandon?
Hey, how's it going, guys? I would say the hottest thing a girl could wear in public would be a sundress. Those things are
You're a sundress person.
Gorgeous.
What's your favorite country and western song?
That's hard to pick, actually.
Man, there's so many good ones, huh?
Yeah, there's so many good ones.
There's so many good ones. I just love them all, man. Man, I love them all. What's up, Eddie?
I would say yoga clothes.
Really, yoga. That is your favorite outfit. When you see a woman wearing yoga, you're like, damn, that's badass.
I find it attractive. It's not favorite, but it's attractive on a woman.
All right, so he likes it. That's what Ed likes. Brandon.
What's up, Billy?
What's up, buddy? What do you got?
Not too much. I agree with you. I found out that when I got with my old lady now, that I'm a sapiosexual. I find the intellect attractive, and the girl I'm with now doesn't wear tight booty shorts, but I know that there's a big old booty under there.
Right.
But she wears loose fitting, longer shorts, and I find it more attractive.
Is it more attractive because there's more mystery?
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah, I can see that. Just because everybody's showing everything off, they've done this study. So let's say 20 men are in a room. They all have a beard, right? And let's say there's 20 women in there. The guy that's clean shaven that walks in the room is now the most interesting man in the room because he's not like everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
So the same thing happens. If every girl's showing everything, the girl that walks in there that's more covered up is now the most interesting woman in the room because she's more covered up. There's more of a mystery.
Yeah.
It's more interesting. I could see how that would come into play.
In theory, it makes sense.
Yeah. Appreciate it, buddy. This dude says fishnet leggings. Hot as hell.
Damn. That's aggressive.
This person says, we live in San Antonio. All yoga pants are on tortas.
Okay.
Where the front is bigger than the back.
Okay.
That was rude. That's from Charles Barkley.
Yeah.
A menace.
Yeah, menace. Let's see here. Yeah, it's Skims. People love those Kim Kardashian Skims.
I'm sure.
Yeah, Derek's got
I
the
know,
underwear.
I love them.
Yeah, no, he's got the underwear. He says they're fantastic.
They are.
They actually have some sweatpants for
Yeah,
men
yeah.
that don't look that bad.
Oh, no, they're stylish.
I just don't know if I think I'm too old to wear those.
Nah.
I think
Kim's old.
That's a young man's game.
Nah, Kim's an old woman now. She's like well into her 40s.
I know.
It's over for her.
This person says,
It's
we're
a
from
wrap.
San Antonio. They all dress like they work on the pole.
Wow.
Jeez. What's up, Ray? The chat is wild. If you haven't been in the chat, some people, I don't know if
Chat
you can.
takes no prisoners.
None. What do you got, Ray?
Spaghetti straps, man. Spaghetti straps.
Nard likes to call those sketty straps.
Yeah, sketty straps.
Yeah.
He does still call it that, too. He's like, oh, I love a girl in a sketty strap shirt.
That's right.
Yeah.
Some Jenkos.
Yeah,
What the
that's
hell
Nard.
is a sketty strap?
Yeah. Thank you.
Man, I haven't heard anybody reference spaghetti straps in a long time.
Long time.
Yeah.
What's up, Bo?
Good morning, gentlemen. So my favorite, and it's classic, is the Naughty Nurse outfit.
Oh, yeah. You like the nurse, huh?
Yeah, they're there to help you out.
Yeah, they are. You sound like you're in a porno right now, right? Right? Bo's got very, very
keep the
porno vibes, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
Kind of.
Thank you, Bo. And Daryl.
Hey, good morning, Billy. Hottest thing, hands down, camo.
Camo. So you like a woman in uniform, like a military-style woman.
More like she's going out to hunt or fish or something, you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's kind of hot.
Yeah, in the camo outfit.
Yeah.
A lot of dudes like that. Like a Bass Pro dressed up woman.
The best pro woman.
Look,
Like
she's
a fisher woman.
Yeah. She's in Bass Pro with that ass pro.
Mm.
All right. Never answer these common questions that women ask you. So we're going to teach you how to answer these. Do I look fat in this? Right? That dreaded question.
Yeah.
Men,
Sometimes you got to be like, yeah.
your move is simple. You look, then say, no, you look great. That's
I
what you
wouldn't
need
wear
to say.
that, though.
You got to, that's how, to handle, do I look fat in this? You say, no, you look great. So she might look fat in it,
Mm-hmm.
but you're saying you look great even though you're fat.
Right.
So, you know, that way you're not lying. You're not saying, no, you don't look fat, because you could be, no, damn, you look kind of fat.
Mm-hmm.
But she looks great. So you say, no, you look great.
Okay.
Here's the next
No
one.
matter what.
Do you think she's prettier than me?
Yes.
Yes.
You don't look. You just say, that would be impossible.
Oh, my God. What an answer.
Yeah.
That would be impossible.
Hey, do you
honey.
think she's prettier than me? That would be impossible.
That literally can't happen.
You know what she's gonna say? She's gonna say, "Well, you didn't say no."
Yeah.
That's what's gonna
Well, that's
happen.
her problem then, because you gave a great answer.
Yeah, I mean, you did.
It's a deft move that both reassures and sidesteps any potential beauty contest comparisons. And then, I don't know, does your woman get her hair done or get something done? Do you notice anything different about me?
Yeah.
Do you notice anything? This is what you say. You mean aside from how you always look amazing?
Oh.
That's what you're supposed
What a
to say.
sweetie.
So if you don't know if she got a haircut, outfit, something done to her face, whatever it is, if you don't know,
Mm-hmm.
you just say, you mean aside from how you always look amazing?
Then that would be the same, not different.
I hate these answers.
Yeah, these answers are terrible.
Yeah.
No, they're supposed to be the best.
There's
That's why
some
I'm
of the
reading them.
worst, Billy.
Yeah.
No, it says these are the common ones. How to get out of trouble if you're a man so you don't slip up. I just gave you great advice.
Yeah, I suppose.
Snoop Dogg thinks the world is rectangle.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm an idiot.
You think the earth flat or round?
I done went around this a few times. I say this a rectangle.
I mean, it could be a rectangle. I mean, I've never been in space. Have you been in space?
I haven't.
It feels like it would be round, though, right?
It definitely does.
Feels
it
like
looks very round.
From every perspective, it looks very round.
Yeah. I think all planets do.
All right, we're going to have the queen on. Anybody got a divorce question? Maybe
Okay.
you're sick of your partner. Maybe you want a divorce.
Yeah.
Maybe you're wondering what you're going to get from a divorce if you try to have a divorce, what you're going to be entitled to. Maybe you have a child custody question, whatever it is. 1-855-FU-Billy. We'll get to it next.
back to the Billy Madison Show.
What's up, Billy Madison Show? Let's talk divorce. Uncontested.com is the website. The Queen is here. If you have a question, 1-855-FU-Billy. 1-855-FU-Billy, our pick and pull hotline.
Okay.
Yes. So, if you have a divorce question, maybe, I don't know, is this divorce season? Is summer where people stay together?
Oh, no, Billy. It's
No.
hot boy summer this summer. Hot girl summer,
so they want to get out there and they want to get something new, get some strange.
That's right. Want to go to Dr. Genevieve and get that hot body, summer body ready, and then,
Right.
you know.
Get that big divorce settlement so they can get a new body, new them.
Oh, one can only dream. One can only hope, Billy. Yeah, we'll see. You know, you never know.
Like my normal, I usually get Instagram messages from girls and guys for the Queen.
Oh,
I just
yikes.
recently got one that says, "Can you ask the Queen what I should do if my husband doesn't want to leave the house legally?"
Oh, well, we need to change the locks and just get all this stuff, you know.
Was
three-man
that from your
movers.
wife?
No, it wasn't.
okay. I thought so too.
I'd call up three-man movers and have them pack up all her stuff really nice and just give her the key and be like, here you go. It's unit 24. Don't take all the moon pies.
Don't you gotta go? Like I mean,
Well,
you have to go to court, no?
You should come to an agreement if you can be reasonable. But I mean, at the time, you can beat up your own house. You can lock your own doors. You can change the locks if you want to.
Even on your husband?
I've done it.
Hey,
Just kidding.
no. There's this rude lady. This rude lady said that mom should always get the house in her divorce. Do we have that audio?
Yeah.
So how is the house divided? I'm going to play this audio for you, Queen, and I want to get your thoughts on this because she said if the man cared about his kids, he would just give mom the house.
Well, that's assuming that the kids are living with mom, Billy. I mean, the
Right.
kids might be
A
living
lot
with
of
Daddy-O.
assumptions right there.
Yeah, Daddy-O might have primary, especially in the state of Texas. The Supreme Court changed the game, and they actually added 2 more days for men. So that's 2 wins for men.
Yeah. What are the 2 days?
Extra Thursday overnight, extra Sunday overnight. If you're the kind of dad that can get it together and take your kid to school on time, you get 2 extra nights.
Wow.
Billy.
That's assuming that dad doesn't get the kid, right?
Well, I mean, exactly. Or mom might be picking up every Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It just depends. I mean, the old days, it used to be 6 p.m. Friday to 6 p.m. Sunday. Now it can go Thursday from the time school gets out.
So
all the
who
way
gets
Monday.
the house then?
The house really needs to go to either mom. She can buy out dad. Dad, he can buy out mom, or sell it and split it.
Who usually gets the house?
The
Be
person
honest.
that can afford it. So whoever.
So if
can
dad can
refinance
still
it.
afford it, he can keep the house.
The problem is when you have 2 people that can afford it.
Then what
Then
happens?
they have to fight it out in court.
And then
talk
who
about
usually
gets
wins?
it. The person who has the better evidence and the better lawyer, or the better fact pattern, or maybe the judge just didn't have a good day that day. You never know. There's so many different factors.
That's crazy that people's lives could be decided just because the judge wasn't having a good
Well,
day.
humans, right? I mean, those
That's
are
true.
judges. Yeah,
That's true.
And they have bad days too. They may not, like.
We
you. They
can't
may-
have a bad
you
day
might have
doing
a
this,
bad day.
though.
Oh, of course not. No.
Right? We have to come in no matter what's going on. We have to come
God
in here.
forbid I have a bad day. I got to hear about it.
You're
right?
not allowed that, Derek. You know
Nope.
that. You know that.
The
So there
audience
are
doesn't like it.
professions where you can't have a bad day.
Well, you're living on the edge. I mean, it's a cutting edge, Billy. Every day you have to be on your game, and that's why you got to live in 5D and be in peak performance.
5D?
Yeah, that's where we're at now, Derek. That's where we're at.
I wanna
We're
go
in
home.
5D.
Let's go to Maria. Yes, Maria, you got a
5D.
question for the Queen.
Yes, Queen. I've been with my boyfriend 7 years. We are not common law, but I had a common law union with the father of my last son.
Okay.
And I want to get married now.
Right, yeah.
Since we were common law and we haven't lived with each other for like 15 years, does that mean I have to get a divorce?
I would, just to be sure, because he could actually divorce you and take half of your home, half of your pension this whole entire time that you guys haven't been together. I would quickly
Oh,
go
no,
and get a divorce and just make sure that all of that is set in stone so that you have your stuff, he has his stuff, and you don't have to deal with that later if you win the lottery or you have marry into, with a very wealthy man. That money could end up coming into play if he says, "Oh no, we're still married." you can't have a second
Uh-huh.
marriage. And then everything you thought that was safe in that second marriage, your life insurance, if your second husband dies, your second rich husband dies, you get nothing because you're actually not, you're a putative spouse, not a real one. Because you were
Oh,
married to
damn.
someone else your whole life.
So if she doesn't at least figure out if she needs to have a divorce, if she gets married again, that one might be null and void. And then when if something happens to that
Oh my
man, she
gosh.
would be getting nothing.
Yeah, watch the life insurance turn around and try to not give you your $13 million life insurance.
Oh,
policy
no.
that you've been
No.
helping, you know.
Listen to
get a
Maria.
cash
Maria's
out.
like, absolutely
Yeah.
not. That
Well, how
sounds like
about
the
for-
worst.
Yeah, for $500, you might be able to just get it done at uncontested.com for $560 to $1,060 plus courthouse door. Even if you don't know where he's at, if you have no kids and property, you could just post it to the courthouse door.
How is that fair that you can have common law marriage?
Oh, it's easy, Billy. So easy. It can happen in 5 seconds. We say we're married, we're holding out, and we live together. Now, living together is the funky one.
That's stupid.
Yeah, because you
Okay,
can be out here
okay.
calling
thank you,
yourself
Maria.
married and but you're not living together, and then you think you're married this whole time, but y'all were never.
But if
living
you've never
together.
signed a contract,
The state of Texas wants people and children to be born in a marriage, and so if they're not going to put a hindrance, you have to go down to the courthouse.
but then why don't they penalize cheating then?
They
Yeah.
should, and they do
Yeah.
at the courthouse.
Right.
Yeah, they penalize cheating. I mean, you could actually lose
Doesn't
custody
feel
and
like it, Derek,
visitation.
right?
I didn't feel penalized.
Well, you
Yeah.
didn't have a full blown,
That's true.
show of
Yeah,
your
yeah,
Victoria,
yeah.
all the models coming down, people
Right.
coming from the rafters, people coming.
I didn't have a full divorce
Hey,
either.
there you go. Well, that's why.
We basically did uncontested is what we did.
Thank
so.
goodness.
You should have seen. He posted a wild photo Instagram
It wasn't
story.
even wild.
I want to see
It
it.
was.
It wasn't even wild.
It was Derek.
It was
He
just,
said,
I have a couple of baby mamas. That was all.
and he had them all in the photo, and he said, "Happy Mother's Day."
I wished them a happy Mother's
Oh,
Day,
that's
and it
really
was a picture of them together
That's actually sweet.
with our kids.
Yeah, it was very
that's
sister wives.
Right.
Yeah.
It looked a
that,
bit
Derek.
Mormon.
Alpha
It looked a
move.
bit Mormon.
That's a Sigma move right there. Yeah, he's got all the wives. You want to join the harem, ladies?
It was.
Here you go.
It was by far, and it was probably 4 times more Instagram story likes that I've ever got.
I love that.
It was my most
great.
liked Instagram story of all time.
Well, at least
Yeah.
everyone's getting along. I mean, that's huge. That's a huge flex.
That's what
right.
I thought. You know, that's what I
all
was
your
just
ladies
trying to
got.
show off.
I think it's a flex. Absolutely.
What's up, Patrick?
Keep them in line.
Yes, sir. I had a question for the Queen.
Yeah.
What's your question?
My question pertains to child support. I'm wondering for whenever my baby mama puts me on child support, if I could give her, say, a credit card with my name on it, and she gets to use it, could that prevent me from paying back child support for whenever we
no.
do go to court?
That's a nightmare. You may not actually get credit for all those payments that you're giving her from the credit card. So you should just let the AGs do their own credit card.
Nah, try
They
to work
give
it
to
out
her.
so you don't have to pay child support.
Yeah,
Just suffer.
There you go. Try to
Okay.
get an
Yeah,
agreement
try
on
that,
child
Patrick.
support.
Just
you know.
suffer.
He's like,
But
okay.
I wouldn't just, especially don't give cash because then you're really never going to see that money again. But if it's a gift, it's a gift. You won't
Now we
be
got it.
getting
He's going to
credit.
stay with her.
Sounds like it. Well,
Just
might as well
suffer.
get back together.
What's up, Phil?
Hey, nothing much. I've got a question for the Queen this morning.
What you
Good
got?
morning.
Okay, I'm in a little bit of a different situation. Me and my wife have been married for going on 35 years.
Wow.
Some days are better than others. You know how it goes. But I'm mostly just curious. Okay, both of our kids are over 18, so there's no child support involved.
Okay.
But in case things did go on the outs for us, like I said, we've been married for quite a long time. I'm the only one between us that works. Has a full-time job.
Danger.
Yeah.
Did you get
Danger
any
zone.
cheeks, sir? Any booty? Any special
Something for her.
special
not
treats?
No, nothing on the side. Nothing like that.
No, I'm saying, does she give you any booty and cheeks and all that?
From time to time.
Ugh.
Well, it sounds like he's in
Sorry.
a happy relationship.
If I was your
Ugh.
judge, you would win, sir.
Taken care of, and
Well, Bill-
he's, holding
Really
it
good
down.
to see you've been married this long.
Why not stick
Yeah.
it out for
Oh, no,
another
man,
20
I've
or
been-
30 years?
Yeah, why not?
You
Coming
may not
up on
find another lady like this.
3 years for me. It's the
not that
same as
great.
35, right?
Yeah, it's not that great out here. There, I hear. These.
I understand that. And I'm just mostly curious, in case things did go on the outs for us, I've got no problem paying half of my pension.
Okay, that's gonna
Or
probably
I don't know.
happen.
I don't know if I'm going to wind up paying half of my Social Security. But
While you're
would I be
married?
able to keep? Okay, but would I be able to keep all of my VA disability?
It depends. We have to actually find out whether or not you have SBP. And also, yeah, if you have disability, if a disability is going to you, to your spouse, or to your children on a monthly basis.
I mean, is she healthy? Can't you just stick it out?
Yeah.
I suppose I could, and I'll do my best to stick it out every day.
Oh, there you go.
And you guys
no
didn't.
cheating?
Yeah, no cheating or anything. He said. What about you guys have separate bedrooms?
Well, really, believe it or not, because of my PTSD and my sleep apnea, we do have to because I sleep and when I sleep I thrash a lot.
Oh, wonderful.
Okay, all right,
This
gotcha.
is the
Well,
secret
thank you,
to
Phil.
a happy 33-year-old marriage. You know,
Yeah.
to have separate bedrooms.
What's up, Scott?
Good morning.
Hey there, Queen. So, my situation is your typical work too much husband, wife stays at home, cheats on the side story.
What? What kind of cheating
Oh yeah,
on
no,
the side?
this is America. We're
cheating
talking.
down, cheating up. I mean, cheating with a pool boy. What are we talking
She's cheating because he works too much. That's
I
just
can't.
typical American story.
Yeah, it is.
It's like 4th of July.
Yep.
It's like Thanksgiving.
Oh, there's a holiday for cheating. Every holiday. Which holidays
Sick.
too? Cross quarter days. got
Sick.
Solstice.
So what happened?
Solstice.
Equinox.
So she was meeting men online, and she did join a couple for threesomes that
no, you've gotta be
she met online.
Well, I mean, you were working all the time. I mean, she was probably bored.
Admittedly, she did do it while the kids were at school, and I had
that's
no
nice of her.
idea she was even into women.
Whoa. Wow. Well, I mean, yeah, at least the kids were at school. Could be worse, I guess. So this is something that you've addressed with her, and there's no chance of working it out?
How do you work that out? I mean, she's having threesomes with another couple while this dude's homie's at work trying to keep the roof over the head.
A 2 doesn't go with a 10, Billy. If she's into it, then
That's
he's
the
probably
worst.
Into
It's the worst.
it. Yeah. I mean, maybe he was into it. I don't know. How do you just get into that? It's
I
pretty
mean,
wild.
Scott
Big jump
had no part of it at all. He's just busy at work.
from a housewife.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, you must have known. There must have been signs. There was signs along the way. Like, how does she count money?
It's difficult because I do work a lot, and we got 2 cars, 2 car payments, and we got to eat. I work hard for this family, and it would have been good. We had a good life, and I didn't want anything like this, and I always took the family on vacations. I always tried to make good love to my wife, and apparently
So you still took her to Pound Town even after working all that time, and she wouldn't. That's not enough Pound Town for her.
Yeah, I had the energy. We were going to Pound Town.
What?
So you're still giving it to her, but that wasn't enough.
That's crazy.
Oh, that's greed. One of those sins.
Well, I mean, where were the cracks in the relationship? It sounds like maybe you just didn't have enough.
Sounds like the crack was with this other couple.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty bad. I mean, that's definitely bad. I don't know how you would recover from that unless you were into the lifestyle, which happens in the state of Texas and California and Washington, D.C. I mean, India, all these places. Some pretty big
huh?
lifestyle communities.
Yeah, they are.
Scott,
they're growing for sure.
Las Vegas.
You don't sound very lifestyle. You sound like a hardworking,
Yeah.
just American dude that pays for the cars and the mortgage and takes them on a vacation and then makes good, sweet love to your woman.
Wild empty nesters.
So, what's your question?
I'm just trying to figure out, do we move forward? Do we try and work this out? She was bored and lonely. Is there something I can do, or are we just
what?
Probably. I mean, a vacation's not going to work on this one. I don't think.
No, an exorcism.
I don't know if you can unsee
you
all
need.
that. Yeah, exactly. Exorcism. Maybe. The Lord. I mean, the loud.
Yeah,
I don't
she
know.
needs the Lord for sure.
Yeah, not
Definitely the Lord.
Maybe Satan. This is a job for Lucifer. I'm afraid.
That's all. I mean,
I think
infiltrate.
Lucifer already did his job.
Yeah,
He's already there.
Okay, yeah. Oh,
100%.
Okay, Daddy. I
poor-
think
poor Scott.
Think about getting back together.
Dude, I don't know. Well,
Solid.
let's say he does have to get a divorce. What is he looking at?
Oh, well, 560 to 1060 at uncontested.com. You just look at getting your documents and then your hearing. There's 2 parts to every uncontested divorce, Just have to get all your documents together and you order them just like a menu.
Okay, I think maybe a good question, Scott. You might want to be all ears for this. if the dude was paying for the car, right?
Yeah.
And then he gets a divorce, does he still have to make her car payments since he's been making the car payments?
Great question, Billy. During the divorce, yes, everything has to stay status quo. But if you guys can amicably agree that, you're going to take a car, he's going to take a car, the
Then
question
she would be
is
responsible for the payments?
exactly. But that's the big question. Who will be making the payments on the car?
Well, let's say the cars are just in his name.
Well, that doesn't matter. In Texas, it matters not. In fact, it doesn't matter what name you put it under, because then you would always have somebody putting it under
Sure,
somebody's
but what
name.
if you bought the cars before you got married?
Ooh, then that's separate property, and those value of that car should be sold, and that goes to you and you only, because that's your separate property you brought before marriage.
Gotcha.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I mean, the cars aren't the best; they go down in value.
Yeah,
very quickly,
right,
But
right.
that is your
Sounds
property.
like marriages go down in value.
Well, they
This
can,
poor
or
guy.
they can skyrocket in value too, Billy. At the top, it's
It's just like like a stock. It's like gambling.
exactly, yeah. But they say
Same
these
thing.
flowers bloom where they're watered, so I don't know.
That's
It's
a
interesting.
good saying. What's up, Cassie? You got a question for the queen?
Yeah, good morning. I went through a messy divorce. I was married for 28 years. We had 3 kids, 2 adult kids now, and he's been on child support for a while. Well, my first question is, he doesn't see our son. He hasn't seen him for like a year. He'll come around like on his birthday when he decides to. Can I have his custody removed since
Well,
he's like an absent father?
It's possible if he goes more than a year at a time not seeing the child and not paying child support, you can move to terminate someone's rights if they really are an absentee parent. It just depends on whether or not you want to still get him for the child support, because you might have to be relieved of that, and also whether or not you want this child to inherit from him. If he has some rich parents or might get some big property, you terminate him and you might lose that. So it's important to think about your child and whether or not that money's worth it, or if you just want to get rid of this person, it's not worth the money, let's kick him out, then think
Gotcha.
about terminating him.
All right. And Lisa, got a question?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. For the queen, I am divorced, been divorced for many years. But during the divorce, my husband tried to get child support for me because I made more money.
Yuck.
But he had more
That's
overtime,
fair.
so he made more money. And what happened was, when we got divorced, he wanted custody. We had joint custody at first.
Okay.
Then it got switched over to just custody for him.
Oh.
But the child didn't live with him. He lived with the grandma.
What?
So I want
nobody
to
took
know,
care of the child?
only the grandma did, and me, because I still saw my son.
But you were supposed to be paying child support, and it actually never really went even to grandma.
That's right. I never had to do the child support because the judge says, this is ridiculous. But since our son ended up living with the grandma, does that mean the grandma can get child support? Or does that mean I'm owed back child support because I was still taking care of him too?
Well, it just depends on whether or not it's up and up with grandma, if she was actually ever listed as a custodian, as a joint managing conservator. Because if not, then it's just you guys are living your life, on the wild side, letting other people raise your kids. Then, you might actually just be paying him flat out child support for a child that he's not even raising. That's messed up.
Have you ever thought about maybe taking your kid?
Yeah.
He's already 27.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Well, he'll still be your baby forever. But
Okay.
yeah, I think the thought of that you might get paid back child support is, not going to happen.
Are you in need of money, Lisa?
That's like
Is that
crazy that you would even think that, to be honest.
I'm destitute right now. I live in
I
housing.
see.
I'm on food
That
stamps.
can only make sense.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That maybe she's in need of some money and she's looking
Yeah.
to score some
I
dough.
don't know. Maybe something.
Well, thank
like
you,
that.
Lisa.
Great
Appreciate it. Uncontested.com is Queen's website. I highly recommend that you use it. Always great questions. 1-855-FU Billy. Real quick, whose car's messier, you or your chicks?
Oh,
I'd love to hear this. We'll get to it next.
back to the Billy Madison Show. 1-855-FU-BILLY. 1-855-FU-BILLY.
What's up, Billy Madison Show? I got a story about Grandpa in trouble after ramming car of a man who tossed a burrito at him. Anybody got a crazy grandpa story or grandma story? I'll take them coming up. Give me about, 12 minutes or so.
Did you see that former, football player that was beating the hell out of that guy that, spit on him outside of his car?
Pretty wild.
Spit on the wrong guy there, bud. I mean, this guy's just getting uppercutted while he's still in his car, and his car's rolling. He's just getting the hell beat out of him.
Speaking of cars, I saw this yesterday. This is a comedian, and he was talking about whose car's cleaner.
My car's clean, always. If I'm drinking a bottle of water, the bottle of water comes with me all the way to the trash can. Not my wife's car. Her car is the trash can.
Her car is the
Starbucks
trash
cup?
can.
Why not? 8 half-drank bottles of water, también. It's like she took a granola bar, beat the crap out of it, decided not to eat it, and just went, nah.
It's stuck all over the car.
Her car is the trash can.
Whose car is messier, you
Not
or
even
your
close.
woman's? What's up, Holden?
I definitely would say mine.
Yours is messier?
I mean, I'm on the road a lot, and yeah, I got bottles of water everywhere. I got buckets of food everywhere.
Snacks all over the place. Are the kids scared to get in the car?
No kids.
Okay, no kids.
All right.
Gotcha. All right. Well, thank you, Holden. Appreciate it.
You don't see, that has to be the only one.
Andy, whose car is messier?
Dude, my wife's car looks like a tornado is actively in it at all times.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I think it's
funny
it's
how
nasty
all
in there.
girls are like that, too.
What's so nasty about your woman's car?
Bro, it's not necessarily nasty, but she has mail, packages, empty cups, just everything, everywhere, all the time. And I work out of my truck, construction.
And your car's still cleaner than hers.
100%, bro.
Yeah, people in the chat are saying girls are always worse.
I mean, it's not even close.
Yeah.
I don't know why girls are like that, but they just don't throw anything away. How many times do you ever went to go clean your car? Go vacuum and stuff like that. How many girls do you ever see there?
You just every once in a while.
Every once in a while.
I usually will take the whiff's car to get it vacuumed and cleaned.
Right.
Once it gets to where you can't, where you open the door and stuff starts falling out of it.
It's like, all right, it's time.
All right, it's time.
It's time.
Because my car's cleaner than hers.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's like that for almost every male-female relationship ever.
What's up, Dan? I'd love to hear women be like, my car's nasty.
They're driving in it right now being like, yeah, this is gross.
What's up, Dan?
Hey, man, my ex-wife definitely, it was her car.
What was so nasty about her car?
Same thing, water bottles, Bill Miller tacos, all the foils and everything. Any trash, anything that she ate or drank, it was in there.
Women always have tons of condiments in their car, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I try helping her out. Every time we go to the gas station, I was like, hey, give me the trash. And I just store it away there in the trash can,
Yeah.
Simple.
Nah,
Yeah,
like that guy
just
said,
pile up.
that the woman's car is just, that is the trash can.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Dan.
That was so accurate.
Let's go to Chris. What's up, Chris? Whose car is cleaner?
Definitely mine, without a doubt.
It's not even close.
What's so nasty about your girl's car?
Well, actually, it's not my girl's car. I was just calling because it's one of my coworkers, and I didn't know how dirty she was, or pretty girl and everything. But it's so nasty and dirty and disgusting that there's roaches
in her car.
During lunch.
I've heard about this before, and it's just to get roaches in your car is insane.
You need pest control for your car.
The saddest thing about it, there's a car seat, right there, and she's like, "Oh yeah, we're just gonna go to Chick-fil-A for lunch. Do you want to go?" And I was like, I didn't know. I was like, "Yeah, I'll go." And I was like, "What the heck?" I was like, "Oh hell no, I gotta get out of here."
I gotta get out of here.
Oh, my wife she's saying that her car is not dirty.
Yeah, because you cleaned it.
Well, no, it's just She doesn't have like tons of no, but that my car is cleaner. That's my point. My
Yeah,
car
yeah,
is
yeah.
definitely cleaner than her car.
She's just saying her car's not dirty.
Right.
Yours might be cleaner.
Like there's no roaches.
There's definitely no roaches.
That's insane, Chris.
Yeah. No, roaches in a car, I mean, it's just that's a different level.
Yeah.
You might as well just burn it.
They have to be like, damn, are we moving? Because the roaches are also getting a car
Are
ride.
we moving? Where the hell are we going? We're in a car.
Yeah.
Roaches are probably like, we've never done this before.
This is cool.
Thank God for girls. Now we're on the move. They're probably going to see family members in different states now. Roaches they can travel.
Somebody's pointing out that girls that have a lot of fast food and trash in the car do back door.
Okay, that might be true.
So I don't know if that is true.
So, like, if I have an empty water bottle in my truck or something, you get some food and you have, like, some little receipts or, like, a straw wrapper, right? Like, I'm rolling those things up and I'm just dumping them in the water bottle. And my chick's like, oh, my God, that's, like, so smart. Because my chick's car would just be, there'd be receipts, straw wrappers. I mean, it would just be packed. And I'm just like, why don't you just put them in the, you could just, as you go along, you could just, put a little trash in here.
Yeah.
Keep the trash organized.
What's up, Danielle? Whose car's cleaner?
First off, I just want to say that roaches in a car is so disgusting.
I mean,
women
I've
need to
never
step
seen it before.
Their game up. Yeah, that's gross. But women need to step their game up. My car is clean. I go to the car wash every 3 days. I have a shop vac in my garage that I vacuum my car. I detail it with. No, women need to step their game up. My car is definitely clean.
So this girl's making a call to other girls.
She's upset because the roach girl, the girl that had the car seat and the roaches that are just a traveling circus in the car.
Gross.
That's nasty.
It's disgusting. And I come with kids, so women need to step their game up.
Yeah, if you got the roaches in your car, you definitely got to step it up. What's up, Philip? Thank you.
Hey, how's it going, Billy? Morning,
What's up,
guys.
buddy? Whose car's cleaner?
My truck is dirtier. My girl's car is a lot cleaner. She got that clean Buick with the Sailor Moon seat covers, smelling like a new car. My truck's just oil, dirty gloves, shop
Okay,
towels.
I like that you're admitting it. He's like, my car's nasty.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, Brianna? Whose car is dirtier?
Oh.
Be honest.
Well, girls' cars are only messier, not dirtier, because most of the time they probably have the kids with them, like the car seats. The kids are the ones like making mess. You're trying to pass the snacks out in the back, like so. We have an excuse.
Yeah, they're just saying you guys don't clean it up. You just act like it's invisible.
The kids are crazy back there.
Oh no, they're terrorists.
Yeah, they're little gremlins.
They will ruin a car
quickly.
Yeah, they try to get you pulled over, hanging out.
Getting you
trying
pulled
to, like,
over?
See if we can get mom pulled over.
Oh wow! I think my dogs did that yesterday, trying to take him to the vet. I think they were trying to get pulled over. Oh, I believe you. My dogs were terrible at the vet yesterday.
No,
they don't like other dogs.
Yeah.
So they're just growl at other dogs and they don't sit still.
That's
Oh,
pretty
they're just
badass.
terrorists. They are. All right, Steve, Jared, Chris, if you can hang on. Whose car's messier? 1-855-FU Billy, and we'll get to Grandpa stories too. Hang on.
1-855-FU-BILLY. Back to the Billy Madison Show.
1 hour away from a shot at $1,000. Mudvayne and Static X tickets. Chris was just telling me about this prize that we have to give away every day next week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not only are we going to give away $1,000 twice every morning with us, but this other prize is sick. It's badass.
Yeah.
He has outdone himself. Everybody, bow to Chris.
I think it's pretty cool.
It's bad. What do you mean, pretty
Everybody
cool?
bow to Chris.
It's awesome.
Yeah, you can share it right now. if you
I
want.
can.
You can if you want. Or you can
I
make it a
want to.
tease.
No, I don't want to make it a tease. I want
No.
everybody to listen next week.
No, go ahead.
So, next week, what are we giving away, Chris?
Every day we're giving away a $250 Living Spaces gift card.
Damn.
$250.
That's awesome.
Not like a $50 one.
No.
Nothing like that.
Not like
Not even 100. $250.
$250
every
off,
day.
Right? That's a gift card, so you go in there and you can buy something.
Yeah.
Nice. Next week, every day we're giving that away. That's pretty cool. Whose car is cleaner? Let's go to Jared. Hi, Jared.
What's going on, sir? I wanted to comment on the girls' car thing.
Yeah.
My girl, man, she has probably Tupperware containers from like probably a year ago or two.
With snacks
and
in them?
just rolling on the floorboard. And on top of that, yesterday I had to take an Uber to get where I was going, and it was a chick driving, and she had Tupperware in there, and then she had 2 open beer cans on the bottom of the floorboard in the back seat.
This is in an Uber.
You gotta be kidding. In an Uber, yes. I took a picture of it and everything. I reported it. I was like, and she couldn't even drive for nothing, dude.
Damn, she had beer cans in the back. Just
Angry
Uber
Horse
driving.
Cowboys.
I thought Uber was going to go out of business because Nard's not out there. Thank you, Jared. I had Nard yesterday. I was like, man, did you see what happened to Uber? He's like, what? I'm like, they're shutting down in San Antonio. He gets on his phone. He's all stressed. What?
What?
Yeah, they're saying that they've lost so much profits in the last 3 weeks.
Damn. Oh, with them out.
Yeah. They don't have a sucker that works 15 hours a day.
Oh, man.
What's up, Steve? Whose car's dirtier?
So definitely the chicks, man. I got like a bunch of empty water bottles, but like my baby mom, my daughter doesn't even want to go in her car because she's like, oh, there's ants crawling all over me and they bite me.
There's so many bugs in women's cars.
Yeah, there are.
Dude, it's crazy. And roaches in the car is crazy, bro.
Yeah, that's nasty. When you get to that level of dirty, you got roaches in the car. That's nasty. Well, thank you. We'll get to Brittany here. I guess she wants to say maybe her car's nasty. Is your car nasty, ma'am? Or is it clean? Brittany.
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah. What you
my
got?
car is clean because I train my kids.
Oh, smart.
I mean, yes, my husband's car is cleaner, but
Okay, that's
I
all
mean,
that's all
you
we're
gotta
trying to
train-
say. So your
yeah,
husband
you
wins.
got to train the kids.
Yeah, but your husband won. His car's cleaner.
Yes, his car's cleaner because he doesn't have any kids in the car.
Oh,
I gotta
smart.
get all the snacks. I've got 3 kids in the car, and
Yeah, but I got a question for
she's
you.
right, yeah.
Do you work?
I do.
Okay, damn, you got to work, and you got to have all those kids in the car.
Yep, got to take them to dance, soccer practice, and daycare, and all the things.
Jeez, and you still got to work.
Yep, but
Huh.
my husband works harder.
Oh, he
I
does?
gotta give him props and credit.
Okay, well that's not
That's
that's
nice.
good because I don't hear that a lot. A lot of dudes don't get any credit.
You really don't, yeah.
Thank you, Brittany. Appreciate it. There's so many dudes out there like, man, I haven't got credit
No
at all.
credit at all?
No.
All right.
I got this story about Grandpa faces felony charge after ramming car of man who tossed a burrito at his vehicle. Sometimes grandmas and grandpas are about that action.
Sometimes.
He intentionally rammed his vehicle into the other driver's vehicle, causing major damage. He's a Texas man, faces felony charges after he allegedly rammed into another car in a road rage incident that was sparked by a flying burrito.
I mean, a burrito pissed him off so bad.
Well, nobody likes to be disrespected.
No, especially not by a food item.
His car got bitch slapped by a burrito, and his car was probably like, you can just let that happen?
Yeah.
You're just gonna let him hit me with
I'm
the
sure
burrito?
his car egged him on. Yeah.
Right, like it's in cars. You're just gonna let that happen? No, I'm not gonna stand for that. What's up, Melissa?
Hey, what's up?
What's up?
I've always been afraid of grandpas and grandmas and old people. They just weird me out. I mean, they're scary. I think it's like the eyes and the teeth. Woo.
Okay, so that would scare you if this dude, this grandpa, right, is just ramming his car into another car all because a burrito got thrown at it. But you're saying you're
that's
scared
scary.
of grandparents.
Yeah,
Their
I
aesthetic.
was always scared of my own. Like, I didn't want to go visit them. I think they're creepy. They're just weird looking, It's
She don't want to go
just
visit her own, much less even. Oh man,
You're scared of your grandparents?
I almost get it with the old people, but your own to be scared of is crazy.
Well, they just look so weird. I'm afraid when I get old, I'm going to be scared of myself.
So you have a phobia against old people.
Yeah, it's like being afraid of clowns or something. They're just creepy.
They're creepy. So you find old people to be creepy.
Yeah,
I gotta look this up.
Yeah, if I never had to see them again, that would be fine with me.
Wow.
And the way they suck on hard candies and make those mouth noises.
Oh,
well, they
man.
get dry mouth. They have to do that.
Yeah.
Big ears, big noses, hair coming out everywhere. They're just creepy.
Gerontophobia is a phobia or irrational fear of old people.
Is it irrational? Look what that man did just because of a burrito.
That's one dude.
Scary.
There's sweet grandma kisses.
Yeah.
You don't want to get a sweet grandma kiss?
Ew, smelly. No.
My grandma she always had red lipstick on all the time. Hair could be crazy. She'd have the red lipstick on. And she'd always give it grandma. And then you'd have that big red grandma kiss lipstick stuck on you.
See, don't you think that was creepy?
No,
Ew.
sweet. She was old.
Yeah, I don't want any part of it.
And she'd always be like, I took a movement today. That was like her big thing. When she would poop, it would be the biggest story of the day.
Take a movement.
Yeah, she was a classy lady. She didn't say I'd take a dump like today's ladies.
I mean, no, you know,
I had to make a movement.
Maybe classy, but the fact she told you about it, not classy.
That's what she did that day. It's like laying an egg. Never fails. Billy brings up poop. That's my grandma's fault, dumbass. So you don't. I wonder if there's other people that are scared of old people like you are.
Of course. My biggest fear is being trapped in a house with old people and not being able to get out. Nightmare.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gerontophobia or gerontophobia.
Okay, whatever
It causes
you call it.
intense anxiety and fear when you encounter an old person. I wonder
Yep,
if anybody
that
else
sounds
has this. I don't. I was raised by old people. I wouldn't even be
Right.
alive today if it wasn't for old people.
Mm-hmm. Same.
I don't know. This person says, what the heck? I feel like elders are so invaluable. Yeah, they harbor so much wisdom. Most people have that feeling, but you compared them to clowns. It's like, I don't know. They're kind of scary.
Yeah, that's
the way they suck on candy.
That might be an unfair comparison.
Maybe.
You know how they always look like they're sucking on something, but there's nothing there?
Yeah. Weird.
So what kind of panic do you break into if you see an old person?
I just feel anxious and sweaty, and I have to get away from them.
Oh, you actually get anxious and sweaty when you're around an old person.
Yeah, well, especially if I have to go to an old person's house. Like, we hardly even saw my grandparents when I was growing up. I didn't want to go over there. It's just scary to me. Not fun.
Okay, so it was scary to you. Nobody else has this? Because so far, nobody has this. Most people think elderly people are sweet. You want to help them out, right? It wasn't it fun when you grow up? We're going to grandma's house. That was kind of cool.
Yeah.
No?
Can't relate.
Yeah, they're not even threatening.
Well, this person, Keith says, man, I wish I could get grandma and grandpa kisses again.
Aw.
Nothing
Grandma and
better.
grandpas are the best.
Going to grandparents' house, watching them suck on a Werther's.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Black licorice for my gramps.
Or remember those one candies that were in the strawberry wrapper?
Yes.
Old
My
people
grandma had
loved
those
them.
on deck. Still does, probably.
This person said, this is why I'm leaving all my money to charity. I don't want any of my stupid family to get a nickel.
What? Because you hate your grandparents?
Yeah. Hey, Melissa, what do you think about what if we, as a show, we brought you and we went to like a nursing home or something?
I've honestly never heard of anybody not liking their grandparents.
Terrifying. I would never go to a nursing home.
No?
But
No.
Melissa, you know you're going to be that one day, right?
Well, I mean, maybe I won't live that long, or maybe I won't look as scary. I don't know, but I don't want to be around old people when I'm old either.
I just think the chances are is that you're going to be you're going to be your grandparents.
Well,
and
who
it's just
knows?
like
But for
sad
now-
that, you know.
Yeah, eventually, what are you going to do? You're going to be in a nursing home surrounded by all the people you don't like.
Well, I don't know. I party a lot, so maybe I'll die young. Who knows?
Well, I mean, okay, yeah. It's one way to look at it. I just never heard of anybody disliking their grandparents.
Yeah.
Ever.
No, and people are pointing out, like, grandparents aren't built like they used to be. So maybe she's scared of the old type of grandparents, but today's grandparents, they have cleavage.
Ew.
She said you. They're
true,
saying you
though.
need what they call exposure therapy. So they will have you around old people to get you over the fear. So they'll slowly do things to get
I don't
you.
need to get over it.
Well, I mean, you do have a little bit of a phobia. You compared them to clowns.
Yeah.
I compared the fear to a fear of clowns.
Yeah.
It might be irrational, but you don't have to be around clowns either, do you?
No, I don't. What's up? Well, yeah, every day when Nard's here.
Yeah.
The biggest, dumbest clown I've ever met. What's up, Michael? Oh, he hung up.
Damn it.
Maybe you have a fear of mortality.
Could be.
This person says they love old people. Old people are great.
Especially your own grandparents.
Well, good for them.
Let's see here. These people are saying, what are you going to do when you get older? Are you not going to have any mirrors?
She hasn't put a lot of thought into that.
I've never heard of anybody being like
anti-grandparents,
scared of elderly people.
Yeah.
Don't admit it.
No, not one person has called in
No.
with your fear.
Yeah. Not one of them. You're a one of one.
I don't want to admit it.
Are you scared of old people, the fear and aversion for elderly people in old age? I guess they say it's oddly common. Let me go to Amy. What's up, Amy?
Hey, I'm a CNA, so I work with old people at 24/7.
Are you scared of them?
No, I mean, why would you be scared of them? And like going to grandma's house was like the best thing ever. She always had cookies, homemade flour tortillas, tamales. All your cousins were there. It was like a party going to grandma's all the time.
Yeah. Don't watch the movie Coco. It'll scare you. Right, grumpy old men. Don't watch that.
I love
Thank
that
you,
one.
Amy. Yeah, Melissa, I don't know how you're going to get through life.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she sounds older.
This person says there's actually nothing wrong with being scared of old people. It's very common.
I mean, usually things that are very common, we get a lot of calls on, split. But not one person has had
Kisses and
Melissa's
money
back.
is what grandparents always gave me, one person said.
Yeah, hell yes.
Let's go to Ann. What's up, Ann? Are you scared of old people?
No, I was just scared of my grandpa.
Oh, he is creepy? Like perverted?
No.
Oh.
He liked to go garage selling on the weekends, and we couldn't find the house, so he backed into a house, and another old man came out, and my grandpa was still big and built at the time, and he got out of the car. He had a really hot temper. He got out of the car and punched the guy out.
So your grandpa wasn't a pervert. He just had those hands still.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, old man
Yeah.
strength. I got you. And he just beat somebody else up. So, yeah, so she was like, I'm scared of him. He'll whoop my ass.
Yeah, no doubt.
It's like, it reminds me of that one wrestler that, like, killed a man in a nursing home. That Vern Gagne.
Vern Gagne, yeah.
What's up, Roxanne?
I'm just confused. What happens when she becomes old?
Yeah, me too.
Like,
I don't know. I might be afraid of myself. I don't really care. I don't worry.
She's so scared of herself. Hang on, Shirley. I would surely like to hear your call if you don't mind. 1-855-FU-Billy. Let's see here. What else do I got coming up? Yes, anybody scared of old people? Hang on, Melissa. I don't want you to hang up. So I want to see if we get any calls of people that are scared of old people. And then anybody scared of ugly kids? Ugly babies, I got that too. Hang on.
to the Billy Madison Show.
Oh, this song's great. This is a good Friday song.
Yeah.
Man, I wish Nard was here to celebrate with this song. He might be out of the hospital today.
Oh, my God.
Not like that he's healthy, but he might be out of the hospital. I got a story about this person cried after giving birth because their baby was so ugly. I guess.
Oh, no.
Women will cry.
Yeah.
So they give birth to a baby. The baby's ugly, and they will cry. Has anybody heard of anything like that? 1-855-FU-Billy. We were talking to Melissa, and she has a fear of old people. So you just don't like the aesthetics of old people. You don't like their skin. You don't like their faces, their wrinkles.
Their eyes and teeth.
Eyes and teeth. Okay. And you're not alone because I looked it up. I spent some time during the break looking it up, and there are people that have that same fear. Let me go to Shirley. What's up, Shirley?
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's up? What do you got?
So I think that Melissa's probably going to end up living to be about 100, maybe 110, because of this fear alone.
Oh, yeah. She'll just live way longer.
That makes no sense at all.
No, it makes a lot of sense. You're going to be surrounded by old people for a long time.
Or she's going to be like that movie, The Substance. Maybe she can take the substance and, she can be away from...
You sound kind of like an old hag yourself. How old are you?
Okay, we don't have to be rude. We don't have to be rude, Melissa. Shirley is
Melissa's
just saying.
She's already setting in for the old age. The old people get real cranky.
Yeah, she is cranky.
Big teeth and ugly eyes.
Man, why are you so mad?
Wow.
Why am I supposed to like what she says? She makes no sense.
Well, no, nobody was mean to you, Melissa.
You asked me how I feel. This is how.
Yeah, I got that, but nobody was mean to you about it. We were all saying that maybe you should. They can have some sort of therapy where you're exposed. You could be because you don't like old people. That would be funny. Now you have to live a long time around old people.
Yeah.
Right? If you're 110 around all these people you don't like, that'd be hilarious.
Whatever.
Or she could look for the fountain of youth. I mean, she can maybe.
That's enough from you. Goodbye.
Why is she so mad?
Oh, that's funny. That is so
That's
funny.
That's enough from you.
I love that. That's enough from you.
It's not common though. I looked it up, Melissa. What you have is not common. Surely.
Up yet? God, don't you have to go to your card playing class or something like that? I mean, go get a facelift.
Don't listen. Oh, Melissa, you don't tell her to go get a facelift. That's so rude. And if she did, make sure you mention, Billy Madison sent you to Dr. Genevieve. You'll get a big discount.
That's right. But yeah, you already sound like an old lady, Melissa.
Well,
so
you
I think you'll settle in pretty well.
So why are you?
No, not anywhere near. Not
you
anywhere
sound really
near
old though.
We've had 2 really rude days.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah.
She's very angry, very angry. You might want to explore that one too, Melissa.
Yeah, you should really check out that anger. You got some anger issues.
Wow, that's so interesting. You don't sound that smart though.
Melissa, you realize that you're going to get older, right? What are you going to do when you get older?
We've been over this already. Who knows how long they're going to live? I don't know. Maybe I'll be afraid of myself too. Who cares? I'm not worried about it.
Yeah.
You know what they'll have to do is they'll put her in a nursing home with a big mirror.
Oh my God! Why is
That's hilarious.
Why is she still talking? Goodbye.
She's funny.
Yeah, no, it's just funny. You guys don't even know each other and you hate each other. It's great.
I love it.
Yep.
Well, thank you, Shirley. Thank you, Melissa. Appreciate it. Hopefully you have a good day. See a lot of old people. So, parents with ugly babies. This woman actually cried after giving birth because her baby was so ugly.
Hate to see it.
I saw this on, I don't know, some website. I think it might have been Daily Mail. This woman talking about how she cried about giving birth. First of all, he had the ugliest face, the ugliest nose.
Wow.
He's so ugly. It scarred her.
Yeah.
After seeing the baby. I literally looked at him and cried. I thought he was so ugly. I was in shock after labor.
I mean, she probably thought she was about to, have one of those cute babies she could put all over TikTok. Then she's like, oh, no, I have an ugly baby. What am I going to do?
She was repulsed by her baby. Anybody ever give birth to an ugly baby?
Man, I'm convinced the Island Boy, because Island Boy, he has a baby that people, I'll just say they have a lot of comments about.
You're saying it's ugly.
Well, the baby's eyes are about a football field apart,
Huh.
And so, but I'm convinced, though, that he likes the comments because, I mean, he's getting so much interaction on his videos because of the way his baby looks.
Damn.
But I think he's using his ugly baby to, like, try to have a come-up again.
Clout.
Yeah, for clout. He's clout chasing with his ugly baby. It's kind of wild.
Well, welcome to Baby's First Bully, Mom.
Okay.
This is actually cruel. Horrible.
I like that she's self-aware, though. She knows she has an ugly baby.
People are telling her to delete it and never mention it again. But other people are like, I understand this because you want to take photos of your baby and you want to be able to share it. And
Right.
if you have an ugly baby, the last thing you want to do is share photos of it.
I mean, that's what I was trying to prepare my chick for because, I had one baby already. And, she blossomed into, she's a beautiful young lady now. But as a baby, she was not the cutest. And that's just because, her dad. I blame me for that. And so my wife, my wife now, we're about to have our baby. And I was trying to prepare her. And she's like, I will not have an ugly baby. And I'm like, you probably will, babe. But it turns out she was right. We didn't have an ugly baby.
Nope.
I was shocked.
People are saying, ask for a DNA test. Hills have eyes.
Yeah.
Football field apart. Ha ha. It's good.
I mean, listen, I don't want to make fun of the baby at all. I'm just saying I think the guy puts the baby out there to get roasted.
This person says there are no ugly babies, just ugly moms and dads.
Oh, that's a sweet person.
What's up, Chris?
Hey, what's going on, fellas?
What you got?
Hey, I was wondering if y'all had seen that article about the guy who sued his wife for having ugly children.
I did. It's because she had all that plastic surgery done, right?
Oh,
his wife
yes.
got
Oh,
all
I do remember that now.
Surgery done, and when they had, the little tyrants, I guess they were ugly, and he took her to court.
Yeah, because he didn't know she had all that plastic surgery, and he didn't know how ugly she was.
Right.
Yeah, he was thinking they were going to come out looking like her, but turns out they look like her post or previous before.
Yeah,
the surgery.
before she had all that surgery. That's why you just wonder about the Kardashians.
Yeah, you got to.
I mean, nobody's gone through. I mean, they don't look anything like their original selves.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the baby pops out, and it probably gives them flashbacks. Like, oh my goodness, that's what I used to look like. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh yeah. Thank you. What's up, Ian?
Yes.
What you got?
Hey, man, I'm calling about that ugly baby. My
Yeah.
niece had a Cabbage Patch doll for a baby.
It was.
And I mean,
it
you
was
talk
ugly?
about ugly. It was fugly. Everyone that looked at it would laugh,
So
And it was-
everybody
it was-
would look at this baby and they would just laugh.
It was
They would
universally.
die of laughter. But you know what? The boy grew up and is a
No.
really good-looking guy now.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't mean anything. It just means that.
It means
Ugly.
nothing, too, by the way.
Lucas says that ugly dads make cute babies, but then they grow up to be ugly.
So that happens, right? Like, that happens all the time. You see, like, cute babies that when they get older, they're not, like, they don't stay cute.
No, they get ugly.
Like, I was hella cute as a baby. Hella cute.
You still kind of look like a baby.
I do, right? But not a cute baby anymore.
Nah, you should see the chat. They all think you're adorable.
Oh, yeah, they're all lying.
Coochie coochie coo.
Yeah, shut up. Bro, I got to show you the Island Boy baby, though.
I gotta see this.
Oh, my God.
Oh,
I can't
yeah, I just saw it.
You just saw, right? You see what I'm like, that's what sticks out to me right now because that's the baby I see getting bullied right now online.
Anybody have an ugly baby? What's up, Sarah?
Well, my friend cried when she gave birth and saw the baby, and I would have too. It was so ugly. I mean, really, I don't know. There's nothing cute about it. It's a boy. Every single feature is ugly. And it's not a deformity. He's just not good looking.
Okay.
Oh, my God.
I mean, that's the only nice way to put it. It's not a deformity. He's 2 years old now. And I hate to say it again, but
he's still ugly even 2 years later. He's still ugly.
Yes, yes. He went from the baby stage to the infant stage, and maybe there could be a possibility. No, there's not. I mean, I don't know if there's hope for this. If this child comes out good looking later, in comparison, he will be gorgeous. He'll be, the most beautiful man on earth, because right now he's so far from it. Oh, my
so
goodness.
what does she do? She got an ugly baby, right? You want to show off your kid, probably.
Well,
at least take some photos. What do you do when you have an ugly ass baby?
Ugh. She finds every excuse to not take him out with her. I feel bad,
God.
but it's true. It's so true. I hope he gets cuter later. Because
So this kid never gets to go outdoors because it's ugly?
very limited outdoor exposure. Very limited in her presence. Let's say it that way. And I mean, you have to feel sorry for her. She cries a lot about it.
Yeah. Well, the pressures of social media, right? You have all those pressures of social media to post your baby.
Mhm.
Everything's got to be so aesthetically pleasing.
Mm-hmm.
And I do they have? Can you put your baby through a filter?
I mean, people do filter their babies.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about
There's not
that.
enough filters for this child. There's not enough filters.
Wow.
I mean, I feel bad for her because she can't post online and get that enjoyment of feedback. And, I actually told her that she should see a therapist because it is really difficult to deal with this on so many levels,
So you think she should get therapy because she has an ugly kid?
because she has problem dealing with the ugly kid. And then this is even worse. Her sister, to top it all off, just had a baby. And of course, it is one of the prettiest babies you ever want to see.
Oh, damn.
So that doesn't help. That contributing to her situation, yes, she needs therapy.
Damn. And then you got a sister popping out this beautiful baby,
Pretty
and then you got
baby.
this potato.
Oh.
And they're both boys. So that's even worse.
Yeah. That's
so
rough.
It's not like her sister had this cute girl. She had an equivalent same-sex boy.
Damn.
And, you do get treated differently when you're ugly, even as a baby. I mean, I see it the few times I've been out with her. People don't come up and say, oh, what a cute baby. They just look and walk away. They don't make a comment. It just sits still in the air, I try to be supportive, and I told her hopefully he'll grow out of it.
Oh, my God.
That's not what
you say. You don't say, hopefully he'll grow out of it.
He's in his ugly era.
Yeah. You just say, oh, stop. He's cute.
He's healthy.
Yes.
He's happy. You should
I
be
like her.
proud.
She obviously knows what she sees.
I can't tell you how many, attractive, good-looking people were the ugliest babies.
Yeah.
Like, you see it all the time.
Yeah, maybe.
No, you really do.
Okay. Well, I got to see this Island Boys kid.
Oh,
Anybody got a
man,
photo?
he's hilarious.
Let me see this baby.
I don't even want to show you.
Why?
Just because it's it's like, and then he's responding to the comments.
How is the baby's eyes further apart than his?
I don't know.
Well, you see his baby mama.
Yeah,
She
his
kinda
baby
has-
mama's got some eyes that are way far apart.
Yeah.
When did that happen?
I don't know. Here's his baby mama. So you see how her eyes are.
Yeah, they're kind of far apart.
Her eyes are on her ears.
Yeah.
But all the comments, the comments will be an eyeball and then 45 dots and then another eyeball. And I'm just like, all right, well, that's rude. Another comment was, what planet is it from?
Wow.
Another comment was, bro, it's E.T.'s baby, not yours.
Oh, man.
Oh,
His baby can immediately phone home.
Well, and a lot of people are giving the Island Boy hell because he's like, oh, man, I had my first child. And it turns out he already had a child once before. There's another child that he has.
Okay.
He just doesn't call that child his
His
first child.
Okay.
Yeah. He's like, well, You know, that kid lives with his mom, so this is really my first kid.
Yeah.
It's like, no, buddy, that's not how that works.
They're saying this person said that dude's baby's eyes are just mad at each other.
I don't. The baby. A lot of people think the baby has like fetal alcohol syndrome or something.
This is rude. This person says that baby's eyes are just distant cousins.
Okay, all right. I really think the baby might be fine, especially if you see the mom, because the mom's eyes are.
The mom will be fine.
The mom's eyes have. I mean,
baby
they are
will be fine.
Yeah.
Sarah, you describe a baby that would make other people scared to have a baby.
Listen, if you have a baby, sometimes they're going to be ugly. You just don't know.
This person said them babies' eyes are like a divorced couple trying to stay away from each other.
All right. See what I'm saying with people when you put a baby online?
They're very mean. So, Sarah, you bring up a good point.
This is a baby.
Your friend does not want to post any photos of their baby because she doesn't want to. People are
because
hateful.
of how people will talk secretly.
They'll talk openly online.
If you're the island boy, yes. If you're just a normal person, they're not going to talk. They're not going to go in the comments with that. But privately, they'll be like, "Oh my God, did you see Christy's baby?" Like that definitely will happen. No doubt about it.
I have to say, the island boy, at least it's just the eyes. This baby's head is weird shaped. His hairline is wild.
Man.
Even his little tiny fingers.
Okay, in 2025, we've gotten so bad as societies that even babies can get it.
Yeah. Oh, they take strays all the time.
Even babies can get popped off on.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is our
Like,
planet.
you know how
Like we
babies'
will.
fingers-
Nobody
Yeah,
holds
baby-
anything back. You remember back in the day when people used to bite their tongues?
Yeah, they don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I got to hear about this baby's fingers. What's wrong with the baby's fingers?
Well, you know, most babies have those cute little short, stubby fingers. This one has like long fingers, like huge, like adult fingers on a baby. It's just
okay. Hang on. What's up,
You know, the
Michelle?
baby's
Ain't
feet
right.
and
No, I
toes
got
are
you.
so cute.
This ain't right.
No, I mean it's ugly. Let's go to Michelle. Yes, Michelle.
I love all my kids, but all three of my kids were ugly babies, and I'm not ashamed to admit that.
Now, were you afraid to take them out in public or show them to
Post 'em?
people?
I mean, well, we had no choice. I mean, I love my babies, whether they're ugly or pretty or not. But it did take 2 to 3 months for them to start getting their pretty features.
Okay.
But my babies look like hairy aliens.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Appreciate it. And let's go to Christine. What's up, Christine?
Hey there. So I had a gorgeous son, and my best friend, our babies were born 5 days apart, and her baby was born, and he looked like a combination of Hey Arnold and a hamster. I'm not kidding. It was so bad that
Hey Arnold's football head, dude. Oh my
it was
God.
horrible.
Oh
I
my
didn't
God.
want to go anywhere with her because people are so mean. We would walk somewhere with our cute babies, and they would go, "What a cute baby," to me, and then they would look at her baby, and their eyes would get as big as silver dollars. They
Oh.
would not know what to do, so I had to stop hanging out with her because of her ugly baby.
All right. Thank you, Christine.
Stop hanging out with her because of her ugly baby. She really said that.
Yeah.
She's like, "I'm sorry, I just cannot be seen with you and your baby."
I can't. It's ruining my day. All right. Quick break. Hang on.
to the Billy Madison Show. Billy Madison Show. 1-855-FU-BILLY. 1-855-FU-BILLY.
Billy Madison Show. $1,000 in about 12 minutes. We'll hook you up. It's what we do.
Badass.
All right, so this woman, she would rob dudes if she didn't like the date. So if the date was going bad, she would just rob them.
How scary.
Yeah, super scary.
When you're just on a date, because your guard's going to be all the way down on that.
You'd think.
Hey, so for the next 30 days, I'm not turning down no dates, which means that even if somebody invite me to their house or I don't agree with the date that they set up or I don't like them, I'm still going and I'm just going to rob them.
Man, it's scary out there. The dating world. I'm
Yeah.
surprised Nard has not gotten robbed yet.
Yeah.
For sure. Listen, Nard's an idiot, but he also, at the same time, is a little more on his toes. It's hard. It'd be hard to rob Nard. It really would.
Yeah.
And if you ever did rob Nard, good luck, because that guy is going to spend the rest of his life hunting you down.
That dude's a killer.
Yeah, he will. It would be bad.
So this husband left wife after she posted on social media.
Mm-hmm.
So listen to this story.
I've never hated another person more than I hate the person that I married. He goes to work. Yeah, his job's hard. Yeah, his hours suck. He works. That is all he does. Yeah.
All right. So she said, much like, remember that guy that called in during the Queen segment?
Yeah.
He said he worked all the time, trying to provide for the family. He worked all the time. I don't know why now. I really do think is that people have too much time on their hands, because back in the day, a dude would be out farming and working with his hands all day from
Didn't have time for none of
sun up
this.
to sundown.
Yeah.
He still came home, had some victuals, made love to his woman, spanked the kids, and
Definitely
then went
didn't
to
make
bed.
love to him. He humped them. Spanked the kids.
That's right.
Right. I mean, you're probably right.
So that's what he did.
Yeah.
And you didn't hear all about all this cheating stuff where she's like, I was so sick of him working. That's just what he had to do to survive.
A woman never would have said that, yeah.
But listen to what this woman said. Remember the guy that called her with the Queen? He's like, worked too much. His woman started cheating, started
Yes,
having
right.
threesomes with another couple.
Yeah.
I've never hated another person more than I hate the person that I married. He goes to work. Yeah, his job's hard. Yeah, his hours suck. He works. That is all he does.
Jeez. She says she's never hated anybody more than the man that she married because he goes to work and he works all day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he works hard. She hates him for the thing that he signed up to do when he decided to get married. He signed up for, I need to provide for my family.
Yeah.
So I have to work hard to give you the things that you need so you don't have to want for anything. That was his job. That's what his thing was. That's what he signed up to do. And now she hates him for the very thing that he probably thought marriage was, making sure that he provided for his family.
We've always said this, too. Like, I'll never understand how any woman hates a man that works hard. And I don't even care how much money the guy makes. I'm talking about a guy that he may not make a whole lot of money, but he goes to work and he's like working 12-hour days.
People are saying, was that my wife? This dude said, King Smokezilla said, was that my wife?
So a lot of people feel this way.
Yeah.
I mean, it is insane to think about the amount of guys that have went through rough spots in their marriage because they work too much.
Because they're hard workers.
Yeah.
Ob says that's what I was going to say, too.
Like, it's, you know.
Quit talking about my wife, Billy. Well, this husband.
The only wives I think that are worse are the wives that cheat on their husbands when they go overseas because they're in the military.
Oh, yeah, that's bad.
Like, those wives are obviously, those are the number one worst wives on the planet. And then you know, coming in a second, I would put these wives.
Mm-hmm.
Let me go to James. What's up, James?
Yeah, man. I feel it, man. I feel that right there. That's crazy, though, for her to say that, because I was with this girl, right? I was taking care of her and her 4 kids.
Were they not your kids?
No, they weren't my kids. They were her kids. I was taking care of her and her 4 kids. Well, I wouldn't even say they were my kids, because stepkids are your kids regardless of how you look at it. Once you get with a woman who has kids, that becomes their responsibility.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's part
That's
of your
your job to
responsibility.
provide.
It's a package deal, they say.
Well, yeah, and I had got this house right before my mom died, and it was a 4-bedroom house, 3 baths. I had the mortgage was $2,500 a month, big house. You know what I mean? So I own my own company. I had to work every day to take care of her.
No, the woman with 4 kids that weren't yours. You moved her into your house. Please don't say she cheated.
Yeah, she did. She got mad because all I wanted to do was work, and because I do music, so I wanted to go and do a show up in Arkansas, where I'm from down here in San Antonio, go to Arkansas, and I told her about it, and she was like, no, I don't think that's right. All you want to do is work, and now you want to go do a show.
I can't believe the woman with 4 kids cheated on the dude that took them all in.
I mean,
like,
yeah, man.
That is a scary movie.
It reminds me of when, you know, those people, you get a dog and then you feed the dog and you love the dog, take the dog to the vet, and then the dog bites you.
Bites you in the hand.
Right.
Oh, my God. Oh, my
It's
God.
like, I
It's a
didn't
little
deserve that.
different. It's a little different.
I did not deserve that.
Right. Well, there's a dog.
That's what it'd be like.
Dog is scared.
Yeah, man. It's life, man. But, hey, you know what? God bless you, man. You'll have a great day.
You too, buddy. Sorry you had to go through
That
that.
is horrible,
James.
bro.
I hope you kicked them all out.
Yeah. I mean, that's one of the worst things I've ever heard.
So this woman that said this,
I've never hated another person more than I hate the person that I married. He goes to work. Yeah, his job's hard. Yeah, his hours suck. He works. That is all he does. Yeah, I don't work, but the amount of weight I carry, I can tell you why I've stayed. Money.
okay. So the amount of weight that she carries, she says, okay, he works, his job sucks.
Yeah.
You know, but I stayed for money. Well, husband saw this, and
It's that simple. I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. My husband left the night that I posted that original video.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good job, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what a happy ending.
She thought she was gonna get over on him. He saw
Well, no,
the
she
video.
thought that she was going to get support.
Right.
And the comments are all like obviously anti-her.
Yeah.
Because people are like, that doesn't check the box.
What a hero that he left.
Yeah, I agree.
He didn't try to work it out with her.
No.
He didn't try to, let me figure out
you
your
can't work
feelings.
it out with that kind of person.
No.
Because you can't reason with that kind of person. Like, there's nothing you could do.
Yeah, that's a
like that
mean
person's a
person.
psycho.
Yeah.
Like they're
ungrateful.
They're not all there.
Oh, did you see? I don't know if this is the one.
What?
I don't know if this is the husband that doesn't.
My husband didn't cook me dinner tonight. So tomorrow morning, first thing, I'm filing a divorce because it is his job to feed me. The I look like.
Hell yeah. I mean, if that's the agreement they got, that's funny.
That's
roles are continuing to switch,
evolve.
Yeah. My husband didn't cook me dinner tonight. So tomorrow morning, first thing, I'm filing a divorce because it is his job to feed me. The I look like.
Man, that's
all right.
I love that.
You don't want to hear the comments what they said she looked like.
Oh. Well, that has nothing to do with nothing. Damn, girl. Damn.
Yeah.
The fact that she had a husband.
Yeah, that's what everybody was saying. She's not a looker.
So rude.
She's
not.
She's woof. All right, I got to take a quick break. We got $1,000 in 4 minutes. Hang on.
1-855-FU-BILLY. Back to the Billy Madison Show.
Yes, Billy Madison Show. Your chance to fart on somebody coming up. Mudvayne Static X tickets. You want to hear something romantic?
I mean, yeah.
All right.
I'm down for that.
You know, it was rude today. There were some rude segments.
Yeah.
A little bit.
That one lady that was petrified of old people.
Yeah.
Didn't like how they suck on candy. Scared them. She said that they scare her like clowns scare people.
Mm-hmm.
All those people with the ugly babies. It's been
Girls
a rude,
were roasting babies that segment.
a rude couple days for sure. A rude week.
It was a rude week. Yeah, it was.
Well, this is kind of romantic.
Okay.
I don't know if I should get some romantic music or what.
You
Guess I
have
could
any?
try. Yeah, I
That's not.
do. How's this not romantic?
I don't know. It just doesn't. It feels like death.
Yeah, a little deathy.
A little deathy.
I don't really have anything romantic.
No, I got it. That's fine. It's fine.
No, that's not it. Damn, it's really hard to find a romantic song.
Yeah, I'll work on that.
I can get you something.
Yeah, I don't think. Oh, let's see. No, that's not it.
Rambler man.
I don't think I have anything.
I
Let's see here.
shouldn't say anything. Didn't mean to throw you off.
Let me see here. Oh, that's awful. I don't have that. Yeah, I don't think.
Yeah, it's fine.
No, I'm just hitting buttons.
I got you. I got you.
Nope, that's not. Nope. No, I'm out. I give up. I never know what it's gonna be. So I don't. There's not any romantic songs in here. Guess not.
Oh, man.
Whatever, dude. I'm just gonna. We don't have any romantics.
Hey,
What's
Mom.
this?
I just want to say Happy Mother's Day.
Mother's Day
I
song.
have a little song for you. I love you. You're the best.
This is not romantic.
No, it's not.
Pregnant in high school, mama's big mistake. And then my daddy skipped town.
A little
after
late on
wedding
this,
cake.
but
I grew up eating cheese popcorn in a bar. Mama, remember when you had sex in a cop car? Took her 3 tries to get her license cut hair. And even when she wasn't working, I was at the daycare. She hits me up when I get paid, it's extortion. She says I owe her for not getting us misfortune. Mama had more kids, but did adoption. Went to the highest bidder down at the auction. Shout out to my sister, though she graduated college. That wouldn't have happened growing up in mama's cottage. Mama used to look like bounty hunter wife Beth. Then she got slim for life, smoking crystal meth. 7 years old, had the duplex to my own. Except when mama bring a dude home so she could bone. She used to date honkies, but now she's into black guys. But either way, them family pics, she usually had a black eye. When I was in middle school, mama had a gay phase. Man, it's weird to think about your mama going both ways. 14 years old, we got evicted. A week later, stupid boyfriend, he got convicted. He told her don't cheat, waiting for his probation. But mama cheated cause she hated masturbation. I love you, mama. Happy Mother's Day.
Not romantic.
That was
but-
not romantic at all.
No, but I forgot to play it
we
last
forgot.
week.
Yeah.
I did too. It was fine. We didn't have to go.
Yeah.
back. It's a
Happy
tradition.
Mother's Day. Everybody, happy Mother's Day.
It's a telephone dildo.
Oh, there you go.
Derek.
Nope,
There
that's
you
not
go.
romantic.
It's a telephone dildo, Derek. 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 Telephone dildo, Derek.
Well, that sucks. I can't find anything
Yeah, I'll
romantic.
work on that. I'll after the show today. I'll find you some.
Let's see. Here's a romantic story that I was trying to read. Men die of a broken heart more often than women, a new study
Oh
finds.
wow!
There's always
You
been
wouldn't
the
have thought
rumor that men truly love their woman.
Yeah.
Women truly love what the man gives them.
We make women sound bad there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
That's not good.
It says here, men die of a broken heart.
Mm-hmm.
So what is broken heart syndrome? The syndrome is a reversible left ventricle dysfunction and is triggered by emotional stress, predominantly in women, or physical stress, predominantly in men, the study stated. However, they said that men are 2 times more likely to die from a broken heart syndrome. They'll just have the big one, right? They'll have the big heart attack.
I mean, guys are.
Arteries will clog up. Stroke. Cardiac arrest.
Guys are very emotional.
Damn, we're romantic.
We
love our women.
Wouldn't that be like more like we're getting soft?
No, I just think that we really, when we love a woman, we love the woman.
Yeah, that's true.
It's not a conditional or anything. We just love the woman.
Mm-hmm.
Where women, it feels like, just from the stuff that they say online, that their love is conditional.
Mm-hmm.
That it's very conditional. Like, people will love kids unconditionally. They'll love a dog. A dog will crap on the couch, and she won't get mad at the dog. She'll be like, oh, it's not a big deal. We'll just clean it up. A dude leaves the toilet seat up, it's the end of the world.
Right. It is the end of the world.
Right?
Yeah.
So you'll love a dog unconditionally for all their flaws. You'll love the kids for all their flaws. But dudes, it feels very conditional. Am I wrong?
No.
Yeah.
I don't think you are wrong, actually.
Yeah. No, I agree.
I mean, from my experiences, yeah, you're pretty spot on.
How sweet, though, that we die of a broken heart.
I mean, that is pretty nice. That is.
You think about that. One of the more famous country songs that I actually like.
Yeah.
George Jones.
Mm-hmm.
He stopped loving her today. He loved her all the way until he died.
Yeah.
That was, and so finally. And then her dumbass shows up at the funeral. Well, I guess he's finally over me.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, he's dead.
Damn.
No, it's tough.
That's a romantic-ass song. That shows you that dude loved her till he died.
I mean, people really do believe in people dying of broken hearts, too.
You can. No, it's a real thing.
Is it like a real? Like, it's not like medically proven,
It's not
right?
a for fake thing. It is for real.
No way.
It is. You can.
Like, how can you just die? Like, you just, like, your heart just stops.
Yeah. You see it in a lot of couples that are just so attached to each other and really love each other. And one will die, and then, like, 2 days later, one will die.
Yeah.
Or they die in the same day because they just can't imagine living without their partner.
Yeah.
I wonder how many people are pretending in love and how many people are listening right now are actually in love.
How many people are just rooting for their partner to die?
That's rude.
You know what I mean? It's just like, that wouldn't be the worst thing to ever happen. Not that they want to kill them or...
Right.
I'm just saying.
You're
like,
saying that it wouldn't be the worst thing to happen.
You know, if a cop came knocking on their door like, hey, sorry, man, but your husband was in an accident and didn't make it.
There was this really romantic story. So this man, it was his wife's time.
Yeah.
She was dying.
Uh-huh.
He was holding her hand. It was super sweet.
Right.
And like 3 hours later, he was found croaked.
Oh, because he was just so... You tell me he was just so sad.
He was so sad, so brokenhearted that he passed away.
Man, that love is like unbelievable.
I mean, but not everybody is going to get that level of love.
Absolutely not.
Right? And
I've never experienced
how
that
awful is that? You're saying that if something happened to your wife,
I would be sad, but I would not.
You move on fast.
I wouldn't move on fast.
You'd Celine Dion, my heart will go on.
I would not. But I promise you I wouldn't die over it.
What's up, Rob?
Hey, good morning, fellas. No, I just want to make a quick comment, man, that broken heart syndrome is real. And normally it happens to older people. You know, when you lose your wife or husband, then maybe a week later, months later, the next one goes because they miss them so much, they're brokenhearted.
Yeah.
Well, I lost both of my parents, and I spent a lot of time over the road. I took it real hard to where I couldn't drive anymore, and I ended up getting broken heart syndrome.
I believe it.
I'm fairly young, man, and God, it wasn't my time, man. God gave me some more time, and my heart got.
Do you still feel like brokenhearted though?
No, I think that it's a minor matter thing where you got to be like mentally strong because you got to learn how to grieve and then not forget, but grieve and let go because it will kill you, man. You know, it's a real thing. So
people are saying that ain't real. This person says I lost my grandparents that way with a broken heart.
This guy's calling in saying it's real.
No, man.
And now they're like, he's still alive though.
Yeah,
I know that
he is still alive. Yeah, but he's saying he had it. He had it for a while.
It was a close one.
He overcame it.
Well, my heart has gotten stronger. You're always going to be diagnosed with that. That's like congested heart failure, but it's broken. So they did all the tests, no clogged arteries, no, like nothing wrong. but because of my background, what I was going through, they diagnosed it as broken heart syndrome, which makes
Yeah, I bet
that
that was tough.
ventricle
Yeah,
weak.
especially with your
The
job.
heart's not the heart. Yeah,
No doubt.
and the heart's not pumping out enough blood. So yeah,
Because
my
the
heart
heart's
has
sad.
It's just stress.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
It is stress, arguing, all that crap. You know, your past alcohol abuse, drugs, all that. People don't realize everybody that's on meth or drinking, alcoholics, it takes effect on your heart. So sooner or later, it's going to catch up on you. You know.
People are saying this chat is ruthless right now.
This chat is ruthless all the time.
Look it up, dumbass. It's real.
Look it up, dumbass. What the
Hey,
hell is
brother.
your problem?
No, thank you, bud. And I'm glad you got through it.
What the hell is that about?
Well, they're saying nobody wants the Romeo and Juliet love.
Everybody
Everybody
wants that.
just wants sex and money.
Yeah.
Isn't that Romeo and Juliet love?
Butt cheeks. What's up, Will?
Hey, that's not real. These guys are just dying because they're terrified of getting back into the dating game.
No, it's a recognized medical condition, Will.
I disagree.
Well, you.
I disagree.
How do you?
I disagree.
How do you disagree
I
with
like
the medical
Will's opinion.
field? He's like, nah, I don't
love
accept
that. I love it. I love it. That's nonsense.
Nah, I'm not gonna buy that.
Yeah.
I think you can. I think there are people together, and they like each other. They're kind of going through the motions.
Yeah.
They have a family, and everything's good.
Mm-hmm.
But there are other people that you see that have just a different kind of love, where their paws are all over each other.
Yeah.
They're constantly, always caring for the other person,
They
looking
don't
out for
troll
the other person.
ever.
They're usually around each other all the time.
Right.
They're just very, very close. And you can see if you lose, it happens with pets. If you have two pets and one pet dies,
yeah,
sometimes the other pet will
Eats
die.
it. Oh.
No, it doesn't eat it,
got
Derek.
All right.
You've been out in the country too long.
I have been ruthless out there.
Get back to the city, bud.
I'm trying. It's expensive.
This person said it happened to my grandmother. Both of them, actually. I think it happened to my grandma. She lived, maybe a year or so after my grandpa died, but she was so brokenhearted that she just wilted away. Her desire to live was gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so sweet.
Right.
But they say that men have this issue way more than women.
Yeah, of course.
Where they're broken, like the women aren't as brokenhearted?
No. I don't think they are.
Yeah. Well, that goes along with, other stuff that people say about women. About how, like, cold and stuff they are.
Here's what I think. I don't think men use the words as much, but their actions usually will say, I love you, but it's not always picked up by women.
Yeah, you
they
guys
like
just
to
don't
hear it.
understand us.
And so
That's
a
what it
man will
is.
love a woman so deeply that, he will get into depression if he loses his woman.
Right.
And then he'll die.
Yeah.
But
only when you're older.
All I see is
when you're younger, you still, you're like, all right, I'll just get
you see
another
all
wife.
these. I don't see any. Well, I've seen a few videos where women are like, I'm so sad I got a divorce because
Yeah.
it sucks out here. I had a good man and I let him go.
No, you always see, guys doing that one. Guys are more sad after the divorce. That's like a proven study.
That's a proven study.
Yeah.
Dudes aren't having a divorce party.
Never.
No.
You've
Women
never
turn it
seen
in
that from dudes ever.
To a club event.
Never. You've never seen like, oh wow, look at all these pictures this guy posted. Oh, from my divorce party.
They act like it's a baby shower, like it's
Yeah.
a rebirth. What's
This
up,
is
Louie?
So stupid.
Hey, I just wanted to bring up the fact, a lot of people are talking about broken heart syndrome. They go into relationships. It has more to do with that. You could lose a loved one. I remember back a few years back, this man lost his child, and he ended up passing away because, he lost his kid, and it broke his heart, man.
Yeah, I
it's
can
not
see
just
that.
having to do with relationships. You could lose a parent or a sibling, and like I said, this man losing his child.
That would be devastating. And he just died of a broken heart. All right, thank you, Louie. I got to take a quick break. Your chance to fart on somebody. I got Mudvayne and Static X tickets. I also have, What does your wife wear around you? When it's just you two around the house, what does she wear? I'm very curious. Well, how does she dress around you around the house when it's just you two? 1-855-FU-Billy. We'll get to it next.
to the Billy Madison Show.
He said, I'll love you till I die. She told him you'll forget in time.
Damn, this song. So depressing.
As the years went slowly by.
Jeez, get over it, bud. You know how many women there are on
She
Earth?
still preyed upon his mind.
Heartbreak.
I
Really
know,
heartbreak.
but jeez. This woman on the chat, she was like, I think women love harder than men do. I don't think they do.
Yeah, they love other men.
How often? So you split up, right? That woman's getting humped by another dude within 24 hours. That dude is crying to his buddy.
Yeah.
He's the loser that has no girl now that goes over there, and his buddies are like, well, just hang out with us.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Oh. Yeah, I feel like men love harder.
Yeah.
They might.
It's just what I've seen.
Yeah.
But I don't know. But then I saw my mom. My mom really loved my dad. Probably way more than my dad loved my mom. So I don't know. That
I
kind of
just find that
contradicts.
hard to believe. Your mom's a little ruthless.
Nah, she loved him.
Yeah.
That was her love.
Right.
Yep.
But now it's you, Marty.
Yep. Party Marty.
Party's back?
Marty's the man.
Yeah.
Yep. No, he is. But he's not dad.
He's not. He's not.
Nah. But he's super sweet and romantic.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a great debate that I don't want to have. You know what I mean? Just, try your best in your relationship. What are you going to do?
What are you going to do?
All right. So what does your wife wear around the house when you're with her? Or your woman, your girlfriend, whatever it is.
Yeah.
How does she dress when it's just you guys hanging out at the house? I am so curious.
Right.
Right?
Pretty provocative.
So your woman wears provocative clothes.
And what I mean by that is she just doesn't really wear a lot. She's
Okay.
topless a lot. She's she likes to be comfortable.
People in chat are saying bra and panties.
Yeah, that's usually what it is.
All right. So my wife, she usually wears like an Undertaker shirt. Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Hell yeah, brother.
Right? Coming out into the living room.
Yeah.
That's what it's like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's got some wrestling shirts. Or she wears AC/DC.
Yep.
That type of stuff. Sometimes like a Disney shirt. Who knows?
Yeah.
That's what she wears. And it's cool. I like it. It's fun.
Yeah, I mean, those things are, cute.
There's
nothing Undertaker shirts and stuff.
Nothing real provocative.
No, not provocative, but cute. Like Kylie Jenner, wears those and stuff.
She loves WrestleMania shirts.
Yeah, and she makes them look really cute.
Yeah.
So what does your wife wear when it's just you guys hanging out around the house? Jeans. What does she wear?
Yeah,
shorts.
Mine's a lot of
like
it's not
comfortable
all the
clothes,
time, but
jammies.
it's like comfy. Yeah.
Well, Chris, what about you?
But it's not moo-moos or nothing.
No, it's like jammy pants.
Yeah.
And one of my t-shirts because they're really big on her.
Okay. Does she wear y'all's clothes? Yeah, I mean they do like to wear.
Yeah.
Yeah, oftentimes.
Yeah, they do like to wear the dude's clothes.
Yeah.
Yep.
She's always stealing my clothes.
Mm-hmm.
You haven't worn this in a couple weeks.
I think it's pretty rare when girls are just.
In fact, if she doesn't wear your clothes, does she even love you?
I don't know. I mean, that's debatable.
That's a good question. Actually.
Yeah, if she doesn't wear your clothes, does she even love you?
Yeah, I think that's a sign of love.
It is. It is a sign of love. When the dude remembers to put the toilet seat down,
right?
That's his way of saying, I love you.
Oh, okay.
When he picks up all his whiskers off the sink, he's saying,
yeah,
I love you.
That's what probably, I'm sure Bruce Jenner was telling Kris Jenner when, he was wearing her bra and panties.
I just love you a lot.
I just love you a lot.
Well, this is what this woman had to say.
I'm in love with you.
You want your wife to start walking around half naked again, then stop trying to jump her every time she is.
What? So you're supposed to have her walk around like that and then not want to hump it?
I mean, if you try to hump her every time she's like that, then I get what she's saying.
Yeah, I get it.
What?
Like she say, hey, like kind of control yourself a
Yeah,
little bit.
and then she'll do it more if you have
Yeah.
control.
So we're supposed to get mad when you leave a piece of steak out and the dog eats it?
No, that's not what we're saying at all here, Billy.
My husband loves when I walk around in my underwear, but there was a time I couldn't even get dressed in the same room out of fear of being grabbed and fondled. Here's what he did to get me to act more like I did when we first started dating. First, he had to make me feel comfortable enough. Now,
He
it's
had to sit on his hands and be a good boy.
no secret. You
All right, well, she
love
sounds
getting
a
a little
little-
glimpse of your wife changing or showering, but do you always have to act like a little boy who just got the last cookie from the cookie jar?
Yes.
My husband stopped trying to jump me every single time I was half naked. He stopped smothering me with his words and groping
Yeah, you know what he's doing? He's humping something else.
Yeah, hopefully.
me every time I was getting ready in front of the bathroom mirror. He stopped.
Just cheat, bro. Just cheat
Just
on her.
cheat,
Do you have
bro.
kids with this woman?
Yeah.
I hope not.
Don't just
Oh.
cheat.
Oh, it just, you know what I mean? He's learned to control himself.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, how unfun is she?
Yeah.
But like I get like
What?
every time and
That's
you're just
too
like
much milk, Derek.
Yeah. And then the fear.
It's like just
of-
relax.
No.
The fear. There's no fear. You're maybe annoyed, but it's not fear. The fear of being groped.
Right, just relax. Like that's what her husband needs to do is just chill out just a little bit.
You know what you need to do now?
What?
You need to sleep with your wallet under your pillow and hold it all the time for the fear that she's going to take your money.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I couldn't have my wallet out with her fondling it. I couldn't get paid without her fondling my paycheck and asking if she could have something. So I she's learned to control herself on
Yeah.
payday.
Yeah, thank God.
She's learned to control herself when she's fondling
Right,
my
don't
wallet.
grope my paycheck.
When she's fondling my credit card. Oh. Stupid.
He's MasterCarding again.
Stupid.
What's up, Emilio?
Hey, what's going on, Bill?
What's up, bud?
Now when we're alone, it's buck naked. Like, I love it.
Well, that's
I love-
badass. So she just had no britches on, no shirt on, tatas hanging out, just butt naked when it's just you two.
Everything. And then
Everything. So when she's doing household chores, cooking something, going to the fridge, grab a snack, in the pantry, she's naked.
And she does it for me because she even wears her heels, too. So, oh, my God, I'm like in heaven.
Dang.
I'm just like,
That would wreck the floors. I don't like that.
I don't know if I like that.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I like the naked part.
I
The
understand
heels.
you like it, Emilio, but I'm worried about the floors. Well, thank you, buddy. What's up, Chicken Joe?
Bach. I'm actually sitting next to my naked wife right now.
Right now,
Yeah,
does she
she is
do
a-
everything naked?
No, I mean, it's not all the time that she's naked, but she does wear like provocative stuff around the house. And when she just gets out of the shower, sometimes she'll sit around naked and wake up in the morning, sit around naked. It's nice.
Yeah, I bet. Good for all these dudes.
Yeah.
All right, I got to do a quick game.
Okay.
1-855-FU Billy. I'm gonna take Brian's call. I want to know what his whiff wears around the house. But I do need 3 contestants that want to win Mudvayne and Static X tickets before we let you fart on people. What's up, Brian?
are we talking about what my wife wears?
Yeah.
around the
What
house?
does she wear?
Man, it's all about that moo-moo. I love it.
Oh, so you there are some men. Well, muumuus like the grandmas used to wear back in the day are not the muumuus of today.
Some of them are sexy.
What?
Hey, they have them
Yeah,
at
they
Walmart
are.
with the lace.
No, they got
With
dirty
the
mama
lace around the
muumuus
Because
now.
that thing be thinging.
Yeah, because it's all about those butt
Well,
cheeks.
Yeah, the butt cheeks are very, they pop.
Grandmas didn't have ass back then.
That dairy there be poking.
And then the girls, the gals, the
Yes.
best buddies, they're just hanging out.
They're hanging and banging.
Right? They're just bumping into each other like
Right.
a couple bumper cars.
It is weird,
I'll
though,
tell
how
you what.
muumuus are kind of sexy
Yeah.
nowadays.
Well, they've changed it.
They have.
But they didn't have ass
They didn't.
before. So now they got ass.
Yeah.
That's changed everything.
It really, ass has changed exactly how everything works.
It's changed the world.
It has changed the
It's
world.
changed
I was
the
going
way
to say
Earth
that.
spins.
I thought the declaration might be a bit too much, but you're right. It has
No, it's
changed
right
the
up
world.
there. It is right up there with the Declaration of Independence.
I wasn't saying that. I was just saying that it changed the world was, maybe a bit much, but it seems accurate.
You know, it's changed the world, made it a better place.
Yeah. I mean, I enjoy the booties, that's for sure.
What's up, Joe? You want Chris?
Yes, sir.
All right. Sergio, you got some goof. And Seth, you get the D.
Goof, is that hot?
No.
What hot?
The moo.
Oh, okay.
no.
Oh, I thought Goof walked
You
in.
showed a moo-moo.
I thought Goof walked in. And you're like, hey, is that hot?
And you showed him your wiener.
Yeah.
That's what it sounded like,
Yeah.
isn't it? Hey, is that
You're
hot?
like, look
You
at this
like
thing
it?
under the
What were we
table
talking
over
about?
there.
Man, Freaky Friday.
Look at my moon pie, Goof.
And then he shows her the ugliest moo in the world. She's like, hey, is this hot? It's a 400-pound woman.
Derek will show you after the show moo-moos. All right, we're going to do a quick round for Mudvayne and Static X tickets. You guys hang on the line. We're going to see who's going to win our fun game. All right, here we go. Question number 1 for our fun game of trivia. Super fun. All right, I got to scroll down here. Always kicks me out around this time. Okay. How many people participated in the largest game of Simon Says?
Derek,
Yeah, Derek.
I'm going to say
Just ballpark. Whoever gets the closest.
5,000.
5,000. Whoever gets closest without going over.
I'm gonna say 1,000.
All right.
I'll go 2,000.
Derek was closer. It was 12,215.
Dang.
It's a lot of
Yeah.
people.
That is a lot of people playing that game. When was the first recorded use of OMG?
Yeah. Derek,
Yes.
I'm going to go
What year?
48 BC.
No.
48 BC.
I'm gonna go 2008.
2008. First documented use? You think 2008?
For OMG?
Yeah.
Like for, I don't want to say the word.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, are you talking
said
about
it's
the actual
sexual,
OMG?
Derek.
Okay.
All right. Yes.
I'll go 2,000.
All right. It was actually 1917. It was Winston Churchill.
All right, he
He
said
said, OMG, bae.
Yeah.
OMG, the Nazis.
YOLO.
They're coming.
YOLO.
YOLO.
They're looking for that smoke.
How much does
Got
the
Riz.
largest rubber band ball weigh? The ball is 6'7".
Damn.
Goof a ton?
A ton. No.
Dang.
6'7". Derek, I'm going to say 884 pounds.
All right.
I'll say 1,200 pounds.
I was looking for 9,000.
Damn.
What? Dang.
Big ball. All right. How did doctors in the 1800s resuscitate drowning victims?
Derek,
Yeah, Dave.
they didn't?
No, they did.
Okay.
There's a lot of dead people.
CPR?
I don't know what to do
No,
with
they
that.
didn't use CPR. Wait till you hear this one. Just a
I don't know. They gave him alcohol.
no.
HJs.
Nope. They used tobacco smoke enemas. They literally did smoke with the butt.
Wow.
Oh, yikes.
Yeah, that's not working.
Oh, like the old saying.
Yeah.
Blowing smoke up, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's where the saying came from.
Ah.
Because it does nothing.
They still died.
Right,
They
yeah.
still died. Yeah.
All right. This is a snowball because nobody's got one, right?
No, Derek's got one.
Oh, he does?
Yeah,
Okay.
He's on the board.
All right. What is a group of flamingos called?
Chris,
Yeah.
flamboyant.
That is
That's right,
correct. And what is the longest recorded flight of a chicken?
Derek,
Yeah, Derek.
13 seconds.
It is 13
Oh,
seconds.
wow.
You win. You win.
Dang.
Seth, you got Mudvayne and Static X tickets. Damn, Derek knows his chickens.
I do.
He does.
I do.
Damn, dude, you know your chickens.
I know.
Well, congratulations to Seth. All right, we got to play another game.
It's time to play. Who do you want to fart on? Got an ex, neighbor, family member, former friend? Call in now. 1-855-FU-BILLY. 1-855-FU-BILLY. And tell us who you want to fart on.
All right, a lot of people want to fart on Nard because he hasn't even called in.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy's going to be discharged today. He hasn't even called in to give us an update or anything.
Yeah.
So big fart on Nard. You know, he hasn't really participated in the show at all.
He's about to get discharged from here.
I can't wait.
Yeah, I asked him. I go, when are you leaving the hotel? He
Yeah.
hasn't responded.
When you getting off vacation?
Yeah, because he's been on vacation for a bunch of weeks.
Yeah, he has.
Anybody want to fart on Derek before I go to the phone lines?
No, I'm good.
All right, Chris?
The NFL.
Why?
For that schedule.
Oh, is it that bad?
What schedule? Cowboy schedule's awesome.
You like it?
Yes.
All right,
14-3, baby.
What's up, Katie?
Bunch of dubs.
Katie, who do you want to fart on?
Hey, I want to fart on my husband.
What did he do?
So it was like a week late, but for Mother's Day this past weekend, I asked him what we were going to do, and he replied with, "When are you going to get a job?"
So, so he asked you, when are you going to get a job? When you asked him, what are we going to do for Mother's Day?
Yeah, exactly.
Did you get anything for Mother's Day?
Oh my God.
Yeah, he ended up making it up because I threw a big fit about it, but it was well deserved.
Was he just kidding?
He was half kidding, half serious.
Okay.
One of those.
It's funny because, they say that, women are kind of like toddlers, but you actually threw a temper tantrum.
Well, yeah, I mean, he popped back off to her.
I know, but think about that. She's
That's
like,
a real risky
I threw
way.
a little bit of a tantrum.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not really my fault. I lost my job, so
I mean, it can
trying
happen to anybody. Yes.
Could, yeah, for sure.
All right, big fart on your husband. There you go.
Funny, though.
Oscar. Yes, who would you like to fart on, Oscar?
Hey, what's going on, fellas? I want to fart on my wife, Nancy.
What did Nancy do?
Oh, no, man, it was just her birthday on Wednesday.
Oh, shout out.
Big
Happy
birthday.
Nancy. Enjoy that.
Oh, I got to give a shout out to Joey from Keith's Arse. He comes and if my pool, whatever, needs maintenance or whatever.
Yeah.
He says kids listen, and they're like, they don't believe that he fixes my pool.
Oh, man.
So I got to give a shout out. And so I'll
Well,
fart.
if he didn't, how would we give him a shout out right now?
That's right. So big fart on you, Joey.
Clearly know him.
That's a fart of love, by the way.
Yeah, it is.
What's up, Dran?
Since we're talking about ugly babies and old people, I want to shout out fart on that sister wives guy. All them women, and damn, they're all ugly, man.
He's got all them damn women. They're all ugly.
It's like bragging about a bunch of old, gross cars that you have.
No,
I got 5 cars.
Listen, bro, he ain't lying.
And they're all beat up. They're all like 98.
I remember seeing that show for the first time, and I was like, damn, dude, you really signed up for this?
Not that guy's a looker either, though.
Right.
What's up, Dan?
Hey, man, I want to fart on my ex-wife, baby mama.
Oh, what did she do?
She doesn't want me to go over this weekend to see my kid. So
that's rude.
If I don't call back on Monday, you know where I'm at, man.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Jeez. You're gonna be at their house, I guess.
I don't think that's what he was saying.
Nope, what's up, Michelle?
Yeah.
Hi, Michelle. You want to fart on anybody?
Yeah, I want to fart on my kids.
Oh, what'd your kids do?
Well, they got one more week left of school, so that means grocery list is going to get longer.
Oh.
Groceries are going to be more expensive. They're going to be eating at home now instead of at
Nothing
school.
worse than summer.
Oh, parents hate. Let's fart on that. Ready?
Let's fart on summer.
Yeah. Let's go to Mike.
No reason why they shouldn't be in school all year.
They do it in other nations.
I mean, it's just like...
Think how smart they be.
Right. No reason.
What's up, Mike?
Got a point.
And when you get a job, you don't get the summer
Hell
off.
no. Yeah, we're just setting them up. They're like, oh, look forward to my summer. What summer? What is that?
What's up, Mike? Who do you want to fart
Someone
on?
who gets way too much hype. Dr. J.
No, you can't fart on him.
Hell no.
Pays too much money, sir.
Yeah, and he deserves all
Yeah.
that hype. Have you seen his work?
Yeah.
Give me a break.
What's up, RC?
Yeah, hey, I got one fart and a question for Derek.
Yep.
Okay.
Go ahead.
The fart is, I don't understand why there are guys in my neighborhood. I don't mind baggy pants, but why do they think we want to see their underwear?
I don't know.
I'm not
That's the
sure.
question.
All right. That's a great question.
Yep.
All right, thank you.
Is that his question for me?
I think so. What's up, Lupita?
Yes, I'd like to fart on myself.
Oh, what'd you do to yourself?
It's hilarious.
I just had a really bad week at work. I forgot my keys for one of the churches I clean on Monday. Wednesday, I woke up late, didn't go in, so I did a no call, no show.
Oh.
And then I woke up late again today.
Oh,
and then
my
I forgot
God,
my
Lupita.
Come on.
All right,
That was
big
the first
fart
ever
on
fart
you.
on yourself.
Yeah, that is
News
the first.
next.
It's time.
Now it is our job to report the news.
The big-ass giant world news.
The revolution will be broadcast.
On the Billy Madison Show.
Man, Chris Brown arrested again.
What?
Smashing a tequila bottle over a music producer's head at a nightclub.
Damn. Well, he, like, from what I know about Chris Brown, like, he's actually, like, in a gang and stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's, like, I don't know, he's hardcore.
I guess. Yeah, he smashed his bottle. Oh, he was arrested. They got a mugshot and everything.
That's not good for him just because he's had those prior issues.
Oh, yeah, he's got a lot of those issues.
He'll probably be doing some jail time.
He might. I thought he was doing all these concerts and, like,
I thought he was, too,
doing
yeah.
all these weird poses with meet and greets.
Yeah, he does get into those are funny, though. Some of the big girls that come to, like, his meet and greets, like, he gives
Puts
them a
in
show.
different. Yeah, some girls, they bend over, puts them in positions.
Yeah.
They get meet
it's
and greet.
funny. It's super funny. And super cool of him to do, because, like, obviously.
I know there's a few celebrities that I met.
Yeah.
And we do meet and greets or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And they don't even stand next to you.
Right. No, they make it's very awkward.
And then some celebrities are cool and they're like high-fiving.
It's just all of them are different.
They are just happy that you're happy to meet them.
Yep. Usually that's in the back end when they're running out of money.
Probably.
Like, oh my
when
God.
they're superstars, like, I don't want to be doing this.
Yep.
This is below me.
Yeah.
To be at this con.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what? It's fun. Meet all the people that
Meet
have
all these people
supported you.
that really enjoy your work. Yeah. I never understood that.
I don't
How
get
some
it.
of those people have that feeling. It's like these people are fans.
And then, I'll be honest. Like, the ones where I walk away and I'm like, I don't have as great of experience.
Yep.
I never watched their stuff again.
They say never meet your heroes.
Yeah. Well, I did. I met Ric Flair. Badass.
Badass, yeah. William Shatner, though.
He was badass.
Oh, come on.
No, he was. He called in.
Uh-huh.
He was real nice.
Yeah.
Did the thing at the Tobin. He was badass.
Uh-huh.
My first, whatever. He was real. He was old. The guy's old. I just caught him on an old day.
Yeah. He is old.
Florida to execute Casanova serial killer who claimed 70 victims.
Mm.
He was even linked to the O.J. Simpson case.
Oh, wow.
He killed 70 people.
It's a lot of bodies.
Was there some rumor that there's a serial killer in San Antonio?
I
don't know. That rumor's being spread around. I don't know if that's accurate or not.
I don't know, but I'll have to look that up. Last serial killer I've heard about around these parts was the one up in Austin that they were accusing of, like, at the lake.
Yeah.
Right.
Those bodies or whatever.
Well, you know how people get their information.
It's TikTok.
It would be like, oh, there's a new cereal that I like, and it turns
No,
into
you're right.
There's
Online
a serial
speculation
killer.
swirls about San Antonio's serial killer.
Is there? There's a real thing?
It's speculation.
Oh, okay. Justin Bieber, they're saying that he might have blown anywhere from $500 million to $1 billion.
That seems crazy to me.
He was on the verge of financial collapse.
Yeah.
He just sold his music catalog for $200 million,
Right.
which seems really low.
It does seem really low. I know that he got into a little bit of trouble because he was, like, all set to go on this tour that he canceled, like, last minute. I remember that, and I was like, that's going to cost him some money. And, I think it did. It cost him probably like $30 million, but it would be shocking to think that he's broke, but it also isn't shocking because when you live the lifestyle that these guys live, like, out there, it's like that money goes fast.
Well, he's got a wife that likes to spend money, too.
Yeah. And people think she's rich, and I'm like, how is she rich?
I don't think she is.
Like, she comes from kind of white trash.
The Baldwins.
Yeah, no disrespect. I'm just saying, like, I don't know if that dude's rolling in dough.
I don't think he is.
Yeah, I don't think he is at all.
Warning issued to anyone sending text message which is branded the most hated.
Okay.
So if you send the letter K,
that
has now officially been deemed the worst text message you can send.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
makes sense.
it's a big FU is what K is.
Mm-hmm.
K is...
You see, now people don't like a smiley face. It's like, well, what if I'm not in the mood to smile?
Yeah.
And you're sending a smiley face, but that's not my mood.
I just wouldn't communicate with those people that are just so unhinged.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they're just so upset about everything.
I mean, everything's a trigger. Like, I get the K, because the K does seem like snotty. But the smiley face? What?
Yeah.
Well, you're reaching, bro.
Warning issued for that, so just be careful you send out K. Podcaster Theo Vaughn grabs fan by the throat at Nashville bar after exchanging words.
I was
All
surprised.
caught on video.
I was surprised to see Theo Vaughn, to me, he's catching a lot of hell for this. And it's like this guy was clearly like belligerent and I mean, who knows?
Are they not allowed to defend themselves?
Yeah, I don't get that.
They're still
Right.
human beings.
They are. And Theo Vaughn's like out,
And
he's not performing.
People do think they can pop off.
They do. People do. Like this guy seemed like, he's right up in Theo's grill. And it's all on video. It's like, okay, well, was this guy like trying to get a reaction out of him? Theo Vaughn doesn't mess around though.
This woman gets fired after her fat Pilates rant goes viral on TikTok. So
you got to be really careful with what you post online.
She had this big rant about fatties doing Pilates.
Okay.
And obviously her work got wind of that.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be body shaming. Have you seen the latest body shaming?
No.
This is where this is on TikTok.
Okay.
And women are posting men like that. I guess they can't believe that they got the cheeks, right? They gave the cheeks to these men that ended up like cheating on them. And so they're body shaming all these men. Can you believe this dude with his awful hairline cheated on me?
Oh.
Can you believe this fat guy cheated on me? And it's all body shaming.
Yeah,
That's all
pretty
it is.
funny though.
They got cheated on, and all it is a
Yeah.
bunch of body shaming.
I find that very funny.
Can you believe a guy with this big a stomach cheated on me?
Yeah.
Women don't like to take L's.
They
No, they don't. Especially when they look at the guy and they're like, how the hell did this guy hand me that kind of L?
Yeah.
Like, it pisses them off.
Oh, yeah.
Which is super funny.
They're very petty.
Yeah.
Wrestling icon announces shocking health news. JR, Jim Ross?
Yeah.
Guess he's got colon cancer now. That
Oh,
guy's been
JR?
battling all sorts of stuff.
Bell's palsy.
73 years old. Didn't he have a stroke?
Yeah, he's in a wheelchair now, I think.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, he had shortness of breath, stuff like that. Now they're saying he might have colon cancer. Yeah, he was diagnosed with colon cancer.
He just has some of the best voiceovers, like especially
yeah.
like on TikTok.
Slobber knocker.
They take his,
This guy's about what is he's broken in half.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
He would just be so dramatic.
He was so good at it.
Triple H, you're going to hell.
That man has a family.
yeah. That man has a family.
He came up here. Do you remember he came up here, Derek?
Yeah. He was
super nice.
I hosted a thing at LOL for him. He was super kind.
And jurors deliberate the fate of high school basketball coach who conducted naked fat tests.
All right. That's
so we got to see how fat you are. You're going to have to get naked.
Yeah. I mean, this guy I don't understand that. That's crazy.
And steak beats pasta as Texas Roadhouse becomes top casual dining destination.
Okay.
That's the big one that everybody goes, it's always packed.
Well, that's because the pasta now is as much as the steak.
Yeah.
If not more.
Yeah. That's dumb.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's it for us.
All right.
Nard's supposed to be released from his vacation today.
Ooh.
His 3 to 4 week vacation that he was just on. He might be getting out of the hospital. I'll try to give you updates on X over the weekend. Have a great one. See you then.